3 minutes beforehand.
What's up, everyone?
That's why
Welcome
we don't
to
give you a job.
That's exactly right.
Coffee Table Chronicles. It is Thursday, June 6th.
I forgot.
Sorry,
I can't
I'm
see
still
what-
sharing.
I can't see shit.
You can't see shit.
You can't see shit.
We are
Mine's pretty good. You want to use mine?
No,
I'll
I'll
trade you.
put my crappy
Oh,
glasses on.
because you can't actually see.
Now I
it.
can see less or more, but barely.
yeah.
I'm blind,
Well,
baby.
So we are
It's kind of cold.
talking what's what?
It's cold.
You always say
What
it's
is it?
hot in here.
It's
not
My toes
cold.
are
Go outside for 20 minutes. It's not cold.
I know.
Jack's like, it feels good.
I've
It
been
feels
working
fantastic.
up until 20 minutes ago, and then I scarfed food, and I feel like I'm gonna.
It's so hot I can't even use my phone, and I mean it all. Like if I have it open and
Yeah,
try to do anything, I got 5 minutes and it overheats.
that's crazy.
It's ridiculous.
That is
That's
crazy.
how hot it was today.
That's insane. Oh yeah, no, it gets crazy. Like I literally have to keep my phone in front of the air.
Yeah, you do because
conditioning
if the sun's hitting it all, it's like, nah, fuck you, I'm going
Yeah.
away. Bye bye.
So, thanks. And it like dims down at first, and it was like, "Fuck you, bye."
Well, we figured it'd be nice to do a little summer show tonight, considering we only have 4 episodes left.
And considering it's 113 today,
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't know that. I didn't even know that.
It was 108. I don't,
I don't
think
care what it was.
113.
I don't listen. I won't listen to the weather
Fucking
because I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah,
Just like, I don't want to know how hot it is. It'll
Don't
just be
tell me. I
hot
don't
when I
need to
get
think.
there.
I'll just know. I'll know.
Oh,
I'll assume it's gonna suck, but you don't have to
sorry,
tell me
we're
ahead of
on-
time.
we're loud.
Are you on Rumble?
I was.
Welcome to all the Rumblers out there.
I just turned it down. Hi, Rumblers.
So, hey, before we get started, quick shout out to our sponsor, Americano Ammunition Coffee, best coffee in Arizona. Go get some. Go get some. Go get some. You can order it online at www.ammoandcoffee.com. Good stuff. Lindsay's tired already.
And don't
Oh,
forget,
I
it's
know,
both.
I need
It's not
some.
just coffee.
Oh, it's ammo,
It's
too.
ammo and coffee.
Ammo and coffee, yes.
Caffeine bullets.
Two birds with one stone.
Mhm.
For all
We
your
told the people at the restaurant about him.
for all your survival needs, it's our friends at Practac Prep, Practical Tactical Preppers,
Preppers.
and our good friend Mr. Eddie Prest with State 48 plates for your body armor needs.
And the girl.
You were. That's why. That's how you killed my gophers, because you were trying to be like Eddie.
I was
Huh?
trying to
what
be
it
like
was.
Eddie.
You were like, I'm gonna look this cool looking through my skull. Pew, motherfuckers.
With a crossbow, though, wasn't it?
No, he
no,
put
I-
it on the
no.
pistol and he
Oh, shit.
got it on the first fucking try.
Yeah,
You fired a pistol in your backyard?
not a pistol.
No, it's
That's
a-
my
yeah, it's
my
a toy.
pellet.
What is
My
it?
It's a toy.
pellet
It's a
gun.
pellet
gun.
gun.
Yeah,
Thank you. To be
My
clear.
pellet gun. Just to
Be
be clear, I did not discharge a
HOA
weapon.
already hates you.
In the
Like,
name
going
of-
down now, motherfucker.
Right.
Yeah.
Sandra's gonna be like, what did they say?
What was that? I heard bullets. You say bullets?
Bullets.
They're little, no, but those fuckers
They're
hurt when you
babies.
stand on them
Oh, the pellets?
because
Or
they're
the
like
gophers.
sharp on one side.
The pellets.
It's
Right,
terrible.
right, Joey. I can't handle the humidity. They're
Ugh.
insane. Like Texas is insane with the
Oh, yeah.
humidity.
I stay away from temperate zones as much as humanly possible
Yep.
because I've been in them maybe 2 times during the summer, and both times were at night, and it was still just too. I can't even breathe. It's just so
Oh,
much
it's so
humidity.
thick. It's,
Yeah,
like,
it's awful.
You're like, am I being waterboarded?
I sweat like a
what
bitch
is
here.
happening?
And it's in
This is
dry
itchy.
heat, and I
That's
sweat like
right.
massively. So I can't
Ah.
imagine what it's like in the daytime in a temperate zone. It's like, no, thanks. The ocean's beautiful. Stay away from me.
Yeah, exactly. So we got 4 shows left before we kick off our brand new show, Drunk with Facts.
Did
We-
you see the commercial? Oh my god.
It was fun. That was
It
cool.
is so cute.
So we do have
Our guy
a
gets smashed.
YouTube
Smashed.
channel and we do have a Rumble channel. So please go like, share, and subscribe. Get a head start on it before the show starts. We'll be kicking off in August. I do not have a date yet, but we'll let you know pretty soon.
Are we doing August?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, didn't you and I have that discussion? I thought.
Yeah, you were there.
Yeah.
You were there. We were taking the rest of July off
Was
to get
it
set up.
at Santan Flat? Because there was a lot of drinks.
No, it wasn't the same.
Okay.
Would not.
All right, some memes of the week. White House assures Americans we're not a banana republic, we're a democratic banana republic.
I like it.
What does
Yeah.
that sponge have to say?
You gotta love the Babylon Bee. What sponge?
I do love the Babylon Bee. They're freaking hilarious.
Yeah, they come up with some funny
Like-
stuff.
Why would you? Why don't you just kill him? Hillary Clinton's looking at him, going like, "What's with all this charging him with shit? Why don't you just kill him?
I don't know why you're even wasting your time.
Waste your time with all these charges. Just kill him."
I'm finding it impossible to get any alone time lately. Have you tried a Joe Biden rally?
I get it.
Speaking of Arizona,
We had ours to.
There you
Oh,
What
go.
the shit?
For real?
No,
I think that was out of that was a picture out of Vegas. Actually, it wasn't here.
it's a chemical thing.
Fred's got
They had to catch
it's
on
gotta be
fire or something.
It's not. It's not just radiant heat. They build those things to stand the
know.
weather. That's the chemical got on there and ruined it.
I just thought it was funny because it says summer in Las Vegas, and I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Feels that way.
Yeah, pretty much. Your face when you see the farmer coming into the barn to fill up your feed bag and water trough.
I'm so excited. It's gonna be so good.
He
Oh
does
my
look like fucking Mr. Ed.
Yeah.
Biden announced his plan to pretend to care about the border until November 6th.
Good job.
I love that. That's about right.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing in that bill that he pushed through.
Cap and poopy pants.
You have to tell that story. I didn't hear about it.
Anyone who's on X already knows that they was at I think it was a World War II. It was some veterans celebration in France, and he's standing there with them. Guy shakes his hand. He kind of turns. He kind of half crouches down, and then he makes the toddler face. That little. And stands back up, and then moments later, Jill walks him off. In the middle of the ceremony, walks him off the thing, and everyone's going, "Did he just crap? I think he just crapped." And it's like, okay, no, there's no official confirmation, but anybody who saw it, he goes, "Oh wow, oh wow."
Anybody who's had a kid.
Did he do this with his hands?
No, he does that last time. But he did the tilt.
He seriously, like, it looked like he was going to sit down. We thought he was going to sit down because he kind of went,
That like initial.
yeah, and then you see him go. It was like, oh my. It was bad. It was bad.
Oh, it's
So that, I mean, they're never.
And
gonna
how do you
admit that he
stand
did
right
it.
there and be like,
He just stayed in that
Did
kind of
you-
half crouched pushing position,
did you
and then
just,
he sort of stood up, and
Shit.
she's like,
somebody should go, somebody should go get him. It's gonna
Oh,
smell bad soon. Somebody should
well,
go get
yeah,
him.
and I think that's probably what the case was. So then the France guy was, having to talk to everybody by himself. It was. Did anybody see that on the X stuff?
Donkey.
oh man.
Donkey. What's Donkey got?
That
to do
is
with
so
it?
funny. He's a
Yeah,
dog.
like,
He's
what
an
do you-
ass. He's an ass.
Ha.
Oh man, that's
It's
funny.
embarrassing. It was
That is
embarrassing.
embarrassing.
Sad. It's like, yeah.
Be sure to take your gay cats and dogs to PetSmart this month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
I think Seymour's
why in
good.
the shit is this? Okay, because that's necessary. Whatever.
Yeah.
I want to go to PetSmart to see if they really have
But
it.
let's understand something. That's
I'm sure
what
they do.
Pride Month is. It's marketing.
yeah.
It's like let's sell shit to the
People who don't need it.
Oh, it's a marketing wet dream,
absolutely.
isn't it?
Look, we've got gay stuff now. we love you, gay people.
For your
Spend your
dog-
money.
for your dogs and cats.
Spend
So
your money.
stupid.
Spend your money. Exactly. It's all marketing.
And this wasn't meant to be funny. This was actually kind of cute. The salute doesn't get any better than this.
That is cute.
Oh, that is
Right.
pretty stinking cute.
That is really cute. So,
Fascists.
if you're wondering what event that Biden was at, today is the anniversary of D-Day.
That's what it was.
80 years.
World War II.
So,
And he shit on it.
Oh,
Literally.
you need to make that meme quick before somebody else does. Biden shits on D-Day.
Literally.
Biden shits on D-Day celebration.
Like this.
oh man,
That's a literal hilarious double entendre.
That's
I love it.
funny. Somebody better
Love
do
it.
that.
Somebody probably did.
yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, we make-
Somebody make some nasty things up. Let's see the memes.
so if you that's it for the memes.
That's- you got all the
Thank
memes.
goodness.
Yeah.
You got your memes.
My ankles.
we started off on
We did.
a great tangent there.
What?
Your ankles?
I can't look at
Are
you
they
with those
swollen?
glasses.
Do you know- oh my
Sure,
God.
you can't. I
These
can't
are
look at
pretty
you with those
nice. Like
things.
I can see through them. I
Of course, I'm wearing a coconut bra. So what does that matter?
Oh, is that what that is? I just thought he had huge nipples. Those are disgusting.
It's my new armor from Stay 48 Place. Not just kidding.
Eddie will shoot that for
just
you.
kidding, Eddie.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
we tried to get Jack to wear it. He looked at us.
in all seriousness,
Funny.
D-Day, D-Day was considered the turning point of World War II. 80 years ago. That's crazy. That's a
Isn't
long
that
time ago.
insane?
That is really
It's also
is insane.
pretty short time when you think about it.
But in a grand scheme of things, yes,
Yeah.
it's short, but it's still just makes you feel.
But
fucking
it's
old.
just far
Yeah,
enough away
yeah.
for them to erase it
right.
to where people won't remember it.
Well, it's generational anyway. People don't want to remember that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
When you still had kind of pride about country and things like that. That's all upsetting to folks nowadays.
Yeah.
Yep.
I want to be prideful about my
So they'll
country.
just dress their cat in rainbow shit.
So I think one of the best depictions of D-Day that I had ever seen in my lifetime was probably Saving Private Ryan, the first 20 minutes of the movie.
Mhm.
I'm sure there's argument. I can't speak for how it was, I wasn't alive and
Right.
I didn't experience it, but I would imagine if I was going to equate any anything to the actual event, I would say that was pretty freaking close.
Don't eat that.
Here's where I horrify you.
What's that?
I've not seen the movie.
You haven't?
Not seen it.
It's a
Seen it
fantastic.
once.
It's a
It was
fantastic.
I've heard it's a good movie. I've
It's a
never
great
seen it all
movie.
the way through. I've caught bits of it
Fantastic.
over the years, but
It was the only movie that I ever left the theater where not a fucking word was spoken. Like it was dead silent when the credits rolled.
nice.
And that's it's the first time I'd ever seen that in my life. But yeah, it was a good movie if you ever get a chance to see
The
it.
Schindler's List is the one that ends with all the old
Names.
Mhm.
dead
Yeah,
people. Okay.
yeah, that was a great movie
Yep.
too. That was a really good movie.
Sure.
So, some D-Day facts: 150,000 Allied soldiers land on the shores of Normandy. 5,000 vessels with 30,000 vehicles crossing the English Channel to France. 13,000 men parachuted into France. 11,000 planes were involved. More than 300 planes dropped bombs. 9,000 Allied soldiers were dead or wounded after the first day. That's huge. It's a big number.
That's insane.
At Omaha Beach, 9,387 Americans are buried. The beaches were approximately 200 yards before any natural, I can't read. My glasses are foggy. Natural protection. Factors to determine D-Day included the need for a long day, a day near a full moon to guide ships, airborne troops, and strong tides. D-Day was scheduled one day earlier, but due to weather concerns, General Eisenhower moved the day back to June 6th.
Okay, guys, we're gonna have to
to June
postpone the
6th.
war.
Yeah, we're gonna postpone it.
Can we do it on Thursday?
The phones are hot. We got to postpone it.
Ooh, I have plans on Wednesday. Can we put it on Thursday?
Right.
Yes, please, indeed.
Can we?
So beaches in Normandy were so named as part of the 5 sectors of the Allied invasion. The beaches are still known today by the D-Day code names: Utah Beach, Omaha Beach, Gold Beach, Sword Beach, and Juno Beach.
I just know that Teddy Duchance's father was there.
What's that?
Teddy Duchance's father was there.
Yes. Great movie.
It was great. She doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Not even close.
My daddy beach, back on the beach, Nordy, you son of a bitch. Sick balls.
Okay.
Really? Not at all.
Chopper.
You're right.
It was Chopper, right?
Chopper, Sick
Chopper,
Balls,
Sick
yep.
Balls.
What?
Teddy Duchance was Corey Feldman's character in Stand By Me.
Nope.
Oh my lord.
We watched Stand By Me. She just doesn't remember it.
Because
Did
she's a
we?
Goyle.
Yeah.
Wow.
Born on the 4th of July was good too. It was about the
About the
group of
code for you
the-
guys.
the teenage kids that
You know what? You know what? You know what I remember about that one, the Born on the 4th of July one, is I remember, and I don't know, just because the age I was at, like it felt like the movie was good until it turned into this thing like him just trying to get laid.
Hmm.
The whole second half of the movie was like about how sad it was he couldn't get laid. And it's
Right.
like, I get it, but
Does the whole movie have to be about it?
it felt like too much of it was about that. I'm sure there was more to it, but that's all I remember about
Right.
it. Of the war movies that I saw, that Born on the 4th of July one, that's what stuck out to me was him being sad that he couldn't do it anymore. And don't get me wrong,
You'd be very sad.
super tragic. Totally feel your pain. Don't need a movie.
Jack's like, all you gotta do is tell me once, I'll be real sad, and that's about it. I'll just be real sad.
You were 1.5 years old. I didn't realize that. I thought you were older than that. Dad.
now or then.
Well, then
Now too.
Nobody taught or ate their snacks in the theater. That's interesting too. I saw that movie when it first came out and I never watched it again.
Never heard of it.
I'd have to go back.
it's a
and
Tom
watch
Cruise
it.
movie,
Yeah,
right?
she won't watch it 'cause it's Tom
Oh,
Cruise.
no, I'm
Yeah.
good, thanks.
The fact that I got her to watch Maverick was a miracle. So,
That was only to shut
I
up Mr. Phelan.
I wanted to see Maverick. I didn't see it yet.
it was good. It was decent.
I
New
heard it was
one?
good.
It's awful.
No, you actually said it wasn't bad.
It was okay.
Yeah. Okay. Change your mind.
It was okay. Once I didn't think about him, it was okay.
What is your problem with him? Just because he's Scientologist? Or?
I just fucking hate him. He's
'Cause he's
retarded.
black,
He's
isn't it?
literally the same guy in every fucking movie. Like his acting ability is so minimal.
You know he's the same person. Right.
No, but I think what she means is what I think she means is like Tom Hanks can play multiple characters and not be the same in every movie.
He's the same.
You know, he's
Okay.
He gets.
I
into
don't
the
like him. I
roles.
want to punch him in
You're,
the face.
you're welcome to not like him. I don't. Doesn't
I
bother
don't
me.
like him.
All right, so let's talk summer. Let's talk. What are some of your favorite? And I pose this to the audience too. What are some of your favorite memories and some of your favorite maybe traditions that you did during summertime? Like
As a child or as an adult?
either or, whatever, wherever your most memorable summers would be. I guess. I mean, everybody has, I would think, things that they do during the summertime.
School being out was fun.
Of course, that was a
Are you really wearing a Super Mario Brothers hat?
yes.
Hmm.
I just noticed that.
So during summers, going into high school, I think you come into junior high, going to high school, spend a lot of time playing Super Mario Brothers.
Mhm.
Super Mario Brothers 3. Which one was where you traded off and you could be all of them? You could be like Princess and Toad.
I think that was 3.
I think it was
Yeah.
3.
Yeah,
When
it
you
was
get the
3.
raccoon tail where you could fly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was 3.
I played that game a lot
That was a fun game.
at my girlfriend's house.
That was the
All
first
the
time the
time.
graphics started getting better too.
Yes,
If you
indeed.
think about it.
We mastered that game, killed
Yeah.
it. Yep, learned a lot of stuff. It's real fun.
Am I the only one that didn't have video games growing up?
I don't know.
I did. I mean, I didn't play them a lot, but we had them.
We never had them.
No Atari, no nothing like that.
No.
Really?
We had a ColecoVision.
Did you really?
We had a
What?
ColecoVision. We jumped the Atari bridge and went straight to ColecoVision. And one of the first games we had was E.T.,
Okay.
which is now, I don't know if you were familiar with it or not, but it's an absolute joke of a game. It's the biggest piece of shit like ever made, like as far as games go, because
Yeah.
they rushed the release to have,
To be
coincide
like,
with the
yeah.
movie and stuff. And it was a fucking stupid game. You just wandered around. Nobody knew what the hell to do.
You just wandered around.
Every now and again, the Asians would come and kill you. You're looking for Reese's Pieces, and it was not clear what the goal of the game was or what
Right.
you're trying to do.
Like, do you get 10 Reese's Pieces? Or
It was a
looking for the
stupid ass
high? Like,
But there's apparently there's a landfill that's got a whole bunch of copies of it buried somewhere.
Oh, really?
And then I think uncirculated copies are worth quite a bit of money now.
Some of
Oh,
that
Which
sure.
is so
worth a lot of money.
stupid. I don't
know.
because
understand.
it's a terrible game. Yeah.
Well, and even if it wasn't, how is software valuable? Does it get better with time? It's the same, yeah, I can download the same fucking program now.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
difference
Well,
does
no,
it
the
make?
game
But it's
still-
not in the plastic
The
cartridge.
game still
Who gives a
sucks.
shit. I'm not
like,
going to
it's
open
still
it.
good.
Is it because it's rare? I mean, you know
But
what I mean?
but
'Cause
it's not.
Yeah, I guess.
Because it's a program. That's what I don't. That's the part I don't get about it. Like a vinyl record, I can get a little bit of understanding
Right.
there because it's physicality to it. It in and of itself is completely different than any other one on the planet. There is something about what I mean. It would take forever to
There's
figure
always,
exactly what.
yeah.
right.
But there's
right.
nuance in it that could have some value. I don't understand the program stuff, like old video games having any value. I don't understand that at all.
Yeah.
Because what's the difference in program right now?
Yeah,
System it runs on. I mean, well, it's 8-bit. Who gives a shit? I can get an 8-bit system, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see what's so. Who cares?
No, it's that collector. There's things we go to a
Yeah.
auction and we
Memory.
think
It's all
that's a
about
piece of
memory.
shit.
You
For
felt
That's what I'm
you
saying. Like
held it.
I can go ahead and print out the cardboard box and
Right.
look at it. You know what I mean? Again,
And the Nintendo, and you
The
and then just
physical
shove
thing.
it back in there.
the physical thing, lasting all those years. Kenner action figures in the original packaging. I get
Yeah.
the value there, the nostalgia there. But the data stuff, I don't understand. But whatever. Everyone's got their thing.
Yep, 100%.
Garbage Pail Kids, you know.
We yeah, exactly. We had
Cabbage Patches, all that stuff.
we had a system called Intellivision.
Oh wow,
And it was. You remember that?
you guys were rich.
No,
You were not. You were not poor.
I don't think it was that expensive. Was it?
And it was odd. It was not. It wasn't.
He was like,
Was it? I don't know.
"What?"
We got called snobs for having a ColecoVision, and that was just because my mother didn't know the fucking difference. So like,
She
Well,
just picked one.
it was on sale.
I
We
can
got
tell you,
put
I
on
hope-
layaway for 6 months at Sears or
Yeah,
whatever.
I hope.
exactly right.
I hope they didn't pay a lot for it because it was a piece of shit.
It was a piece of shit. No,
but
I've never even heard of it, like the ColecoVision. I've never heard of
I
that.
heard. I never had one, but I've heard of ColecoVision.
very few people had them, and the controllers were bizarrely awkward. I
Yeah,
didn't even know what the draw was.
The Intellivision looked like the old cell phones. It had a number pad on it,
Yeah.
and then it had a little dial on the bottom. It was really really strange.
Well, good.
What was it for?
Video games, You play
Video games, but they were these were systems that had expansion and things down the road in mind. Like ColecoVision made
Mm. And
this
they
weird
never
controller
got
that
there.
also had a keypad on it because
Yeah.
they were thinking forward, like we have all this cool shit and we're gonna need these different interfaces.
never happened.
Never happened because they couldn't keep the platforms rolling long enough to make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So and
And
Atari
that-
went to computer.
and then Nintendo came out and it fucked everybody over.
Pretty
Pretty much.
Asians are like, we can fuck these guys real quick. What do you
Yeah.
think? Okay.
What do you mean, dude? Get this little guy. He's going
We
to
get
jump on
American market,
mushrooms.
we kick ass.
I mean,
He's
think
going
about
to jump on mushrooms and throw stuff at you. You'll be fine.
think about Duck Hunt. That was the first game you could actually shoot at your TV, right? I mean,
Dog. That kind was bomb though.
that was a fun game.
This is
We have
stupid ass
Duck
game,
Hunt
but it's so fun.
downstairs.
Oh yeah, that kind's awesome.
Yeah.
So did you see somebody made a 9mm to look like the Duck Hunt gun?
Oh my God. Yes.
it's like
we,
$800
we
for it,
actually thought about buying it.
but it's freaking badass.
It looks so good.
cool. It'll be really cool until someone gets killed.
Right,
Because
yeah, of course.
eventually it's gonna happen.
Somebody's dumbass is going to, yeah.
Well, some dumbass is gonna cut the cord off of a Nintendo gun and go walking around with it
Yeah.
and get himself
Right.
shot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know how it'll work, but someone will misuse it because that's what people do. People are dumbasses. But
Because we're humans and we're dumb.
I think one of my favorite memories of summer was uncovering the pool because we had an above ground pool, and right before it would get hot, we'd uncover it, and we had to wait. You had to shock it and wait about a week before all the green went away.
that's
and
so crazy too.
pull the
'Cause,
dead
like,
birds out.
we
and
had
shit.
we had an above ground pool. As adults, we had an above ground pool, and it 1 year, I was like, never again. It's such a fucking mess and nightmare, and that the shocking it and cleaning it, and it's like, why? I'll just take a bath or go to a public pool. I'd rather swim in other people's piss than deal with the maintenance of a friggin' pool, especially above ground in a rubber tank. Like, ugh.
It was fun. I mean, it was nice.
It's fun when you're a kid because you're not the one doing all that friggin' work. I would
Yeah.
think, but I don't actually know because we didn't have one as children. We didn't have a pool at all.
Well, no, my parents we had a vacuum and we had to clean it. We had to take care of it
Right on.
if we wanted to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lucky you.
I don't know what I was trying to say.
Pong.
Pong? Did you mean
Oh.
Pong or?
He meant pong.
Yeah, so I knew what he was talking about.
There you go. I was like,
Long no come out till later.
I know. I was like, isn't that Nintendo?
We know what you
Like,
enjoy. It's okay.
I remember Pong.
Yeah, pong was cool. I still
I
play
never,
pong.
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Oh yeah. On whenever you get those retro games, I like the pong and the brick breakout. you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's fun games.
That's,
I never had any of that.
It's okay. You had friends.
Not really. I didn't like people very much.
that's true.
I was trying to help you out there, girl. I don't know what to
I
tell
played sports and worked on cars.
you. Okay.
It made me happy.
There you go.
What?
Yeah, we didn't even have I didn't have a TV in my room. I didn't have no. I remember when we got the second TV in the back room.
You from here?
Mhm.
Yeah.
What? Where? Phoenix?
Downtown Phoenix,
Downtown.
Central Indian School.
Downtown. Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah. Still have the house. That's where my dad lives.
University of
But yeah,
Phoenix.
we never, but I was the only child, very involved in sports. We were always working on the car. It just never, we just didn't.
Wow.
I didn't.
But I
have a
was never
TV.
interested in it either. I had a couple of friends in the neighborhood and we would wander around the neighborhood and, be nice to people.
Okay, now we know who you're talking
And,
about. Got it.
but no, never we were never inside. We were never video, just never.
No, my sister hung out with some bitches like you two. That
I'm not even going to deny it.
they got in trouble. Well, they actually never got caught. They broke into the neighbor's house. And they were using it for their clubhouse all summer long.
So somebody left.
The guy left and he wasn't around for a long time, and they figured he was dead or something.
Oh,
Anyway, they just
shit.
moved into his house
Somebody
for the summer
left?
till he came home.
Oh my God.
They had scratched their names into the desk. Right? That's how stupid they were. They never got caught.
So the neighbors, we lived in a different house, but there was this big,
See
huge
how I
empty
spurred memories
field.
with her? That's right.
And they left, shut up. And they left this RV, but it was abandoned, right? And it was just a big camper shower. And it was sitting there. So we would fuck around in that thing all the time. I might have. May or may not have chased a couple of them down the street with a baseball bat. It's fine.
We used to ride bikes a lot during the summer. That was kind of
Yeah, we did too.
before anybody had cars or anybody was gotten laid. We all used to love riding the bikes
Or you
around.
found girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That changed. I mean, that's where the Nintendo thing came in.
Yeah.
So because until then, yeah, you spend time with your
What
buddies.
else do you do? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you have life figured out. You just spend time with your buddies and ride around bikes and play ball and
Yeah.
hit each other and stuff. And then that happens at 13 or so, and you're just like, I don't know what to do.
What are you doing? Beat up you
from me?
Yeah, beat up you or yeah, bye. So every summer, I'm gonna put that in my ice bucket.
Okay, thank you.
So every summer I would get shipped off.
Boarding school? Oh, sorry.
No, I wasn't allowed to go to that.
Summer camp.
Summer camp.
No, so I would get shipped off to my dad's parents in Michigan to be with my cousins. So we'd go out there, we'd be on I'm gonna call it a farm, whatever, it's big freaking middle of nowhere up against the river and everything. And we'd be out there for a month and a half. Good 6-8 weeks. So
I'm just
pretty
remembering.
Pretty much my whole summer we'd be out there. So.
We went to summer camp.
Yeah.
I went to various summer camps over the years.
Oh yeah, I would do church camp
Well,
and all that.
Phoenix
Yeah.
Boys Park camp. We had summer camp, church camp at SRF camp over in the hills in California. The big earthquake that destroyed all the freeways in California in the 90s. We were just a few miles from the epicenter of that up in the hills. And it was way different than being down in the town.
Yeah.
Because there's no structures to follow her.
So you're
But-
just
there's something wildly surreal and kind of cool. We
When
got
you see
we got
that,
woke
like-
up. Everyone tells you get in the door frames. We get in the door frames. We're in the forest, seeing those trees moving like grass blades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're not just wobbling.
No.
They're waving.
It's that like
It's-
sway. Yeah.
So freaking
Mhm.
cool. Recommend
But
if you have
it's
the opportunity
also that
Go experience
what
an
the
earthquake?
what?
in the
yeah.
forest.
So I moved out to LA
Mhm.
about 8 months after the quake happened, and they were still having aftershocks. And I had my first aftershock like 2 months after living there.
You've
Nope.
seen the movie Tremors, right?
Yeah,
Feels exactly like that, doesn't
yeah,
it?
yeah.
If there's a monster that does that,
Oh, yeah,
you
it's-
feel it coming from one
it's
side and it goes
scary.
right underneath you and on that. It was so cool.
The crazy thing is,
No.
I was working in a gym. I was working in World's Gym, and I was working the front counter. So I was talking to one of the customers, and all of a sudden, her eyes get just big, like she saw a ghost. And I'm looking at her like, "What the fuck's wrong with you?" Right? I'm looking at her,
Like, is she gonna flip
and,
out on me?
and she looks at me. She goes, "Did you feel that?" I'm like, "No, I didn't feel nothing."
And you just got there, so you're like, nope.
About
no.
30 seconds later, I hear this explosion. It sounded like a bomb went off outside. I don't know what it was. And all of a sudden, the whole building just starts shaking. And
So she felt like the pre.
yeah, something. I don't know what she felt, but I didn't feel it. But clearly, she knew it was coming because she was freaked out about it. Thank you. And I wasn't really freaked out about it. What freaked me out was everybody running out of the building screaming.
Yeah, that'll.
And it
freak
was
you.
like, what the hell? So,
Yeah.
of course, my brother calls me and he's like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Go outside." So we went outside with everybody else.
He's
and-
like, oh, I should probably make sure my brother's not dead because he doesn't know what to do.
Well, the worst part was the apartment I was living in. I lived on the 8th floor.
Oh no.
So when I went
Mm.
back home that night after work, I'm sitting up watching TV with my roommate, and he's sitting there and he goes, "Yeah, did you feel that tonight?" I'm like, "Yeah, I was at the gym." And all of a sudden, we get another aftershock. And when you're up in a
In
building,
the eighth
you feel the building shaking like
Uh.
this. I mean, it was crazy. It was surreal.
That would be scary. I was
Yeah.
lucky enough we were out at camp in the woods, but the funny part about that was not funny, but interesting was that all the parents who had their kids at camp want to I know what's going on because we were miles from
yeah.
the epicenter.
But again, you're out in the middle of nowhere. Like you said, what's going to
Right.
happen?
But
Like,
we're kids. A lot
a
of
tree's
kids are
gonna
from
fall
all
on
over the
you?
country. We came from all over the place to
Right,
go to this
right.
church camp. I was from Arizona. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're in California. But the phone lines were down, so nobody could get a hold of anybody at the camp to find out what was going
That's
on.
crazy.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah, that's scary.
Well, it wasn't
all the
scary for
parents
me.
were
They
freaking
were
out.
freaking the fuck out. They were freaking out. But
And
it
it's not like now where they can just send out a mass text or
Yeah, you
email
just
and be like,
text them,
hey,
get their
nobody's dead.
phones.
We're good.
Exactly. You had to have a physical lines connected because that was the only way to get a hold of
Right.
anybody.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't cell phones.
And you're in the camp in the middle of nowhere. Guess who's not first?
Yeah, no shit. It was fun though. It was fun to see. But yeah, camps were cool. That there was church camp. The most memorable camp I ever went to was a pardon me if I shit on your thing, but Nazarene camp. Seventh.
Oh, okay.
I think we know not Nazarene. Seventh Day Adventists.
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, like, I hope you have a God. I hope that you're close to him. I hope you love whatever you do. These fucking guys were jerks.
Really?
Full on jerks.
Really?
I was I was in SRF, and that we believed in reincarnation,
Yeah.
and they don't. Okay. They're the kind of Christians that believe you die and that's it. You're dead.
Yeah.
You get one shot, that's it. If you
Yeah.
didn't figure it out in this life, you're fucked, you burn in
You're
hell.
done.
So me and the reincarnation, the minute they found out about that, ooh, buddy.
Oh,
And
they were
ugh.
after you.
They did this whole living Bible thing where you'd walk around and they were doing scenes from the Bible, like, and just like, it was, I guess, cool. I don't know. I had just the ick about it in general. Like, just something about the whole thing was just so, like, sad to me. Like, this
Yeah.
is what you teach your children. Like, whether you're right or wrong, I mean, it was so bleak. Like,
Right,
you get
it
one
is.
fucking shot, and if you don't
That's
figure
it.
it out, then, and that's, ugh. To me, that was just like so horrible, especially because, like, if they believe that,
The Nazar's camp.
if they believe that fully and wholeheartedly, or even if it's true, like, why would you tell your children that?
That's
And then,
terrifying. Yeah.
one of their siblings dies,
Yeah.
or somebody they're
done.
close
You're
to
done.
dies.
Like, that's it.
You,
Nothing.
now you go, well, we were lying. We were full of shit.
Yeah,
So, you know what I
whoops.
mean? Like, how do you come back from that?
Yeah.
If
Yeah,
you,
you
get
don't.
your-
You
as a
don't.
child, you learn
No.
that you get one shot, and if you didn't happen to figure it out by the time you were 12 years old, and you got hit by a stray bullet or some shit like that, and now you believe that kid's burning, that's just terrible. I can't believe there's people that do that, but they do.
Yeah, they do.
And it's like, ugh.
That's awful.
Anyway.
That's crazy.
So that was one of my least favorite summer camps, but one of the more memorable ones for sure. Phoenix Boys Choir Camp was fun.
Mm.
That was a good time.
That would be cool.
We get to work with them. Oh God, it was what, 7th, 8th grade. We got to partner with them with the Phoenix Boys Choir. It was really cool.
So how about in the audience? What's some of your favorite summer memories or traditions that you did? Love to hear from you.
I got shipped away.
So I pulled up, what's that?
I got shipped away.
Did you? Yeah. Well, you know.
To a camp for kids about to be molested.
No, with my cousins who we just beat each other up. It was
There you
good.
go.
Kids about to be beat up.
Yeah.
So I went through and I made a list of some of the top fives for summer. And I was going to put it up, but it'll take up the whole screen. So I don't want
But
to put
my
it up
life
there.
happened and
Yeah,
sorry.
Lindsay didn't get a chance to put it into a PowerPoint. So
I was working until like 6:50.
I know. So let's start off with the top 5 summer beers. Now,
What is your top summer beer?
man? Well, I wouldn't say that's not my top. I mean,
Really?
because I can't always find it. I mean, I love
If you can,
I love
no,
cherry
if
wheat.
you can find it, not if you can't. If you can find it,
Hefeweizen.
what is your
no.
the
Hefeweizen.
Hefeweizen.
I do love Hefeweizen, though. But that's funny, Jack, that you said that.
The heifers. He
I
loves the heifers.
actually, you want to know my favorite summer beer?
Favorite
is
summer beer?
Probably Land Shark.
That lime one.
Land Shark's not lime. It's like a Corona, but it's better than
Oh.
Corona.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
But
No, that's
I love it.
Dogfish was what I was thinking of.
Well,
that
that's
lime
actually
one.
that's actually number 5 on our list.
Is it?
Yep. So number 5 is Dogfish Head Sequence Ale.
It's so good. It's
Which is-
limey and salty
It's
and
delicious.
Should Dad talk shit in the comments?
Yeah,
Probably.
he was. Didn't I put it up there? I thought I put it up there.
I missed it when you put it up
there.
there.
You-
Jack, that one summer camp, that was
It was
called
reform
Reform
school.
School.
I only went to reform programs, no reform school.
I did get threatened with Catholic school.
No, I went to those diversion kind of programs to make you better before you get worse.
Yeah.
And all it did was reinforce that I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Every
you're like,
kid in
do you
this
see
thing,
me
every
against
kid in here
everybody
is
else?
an absolute piece of shit. I'm fine. Me and one other kid in that thing were like, we don't belong here.
Yeah, we are not on the same level.
Right.
Nope.
So what's your favorite summer beer?
My salty one. Salty balls.
Which one? I don't even know
Is that
when
a
you're,
brand or is this just a
It's a
summertime pastime?
flavor.
you're making the flamingo go nuts over here. I don't know what you're doing with the flamingo, but
No, he's doing the
he's
same
just,
thing over
he's
there.
just shaking.
No, the salty lime one's really good. And then I also like, I do like a good Corona.
Okay.
I know it's not very exciting.
You're not a beer guy, Jack. I
Where'd
know
the salty balls thing come from?
Jesus.
Because it's the salty, like, lime beer.
Nothing new with salty balls, but go ahead.
That's what. Okay, cool.
It's really good.
Kieran's my favorite.
Oh, yeah. You like
Oh,
you like Kieran? I
Kieran's
love Kieran.
I like dry beers. That's this aftertaste thing that kills me with most of them.
Kieran's
It's
good.
like Bud Dry was a thing for 15 minutes. And then Kieran's the only other one I'm aware of that's a dry beer. So
Okay.
Yeah.
it's just hard to get.
Yeah, I love Kieran.
They don't serve it very many places.
No,
Mm-mm.
especially
yeah.
especially on tap. You ever
Yeah.
had it on tap?
Yeah.
Oh, it's delicious on tap.
Oh, it's
Old
so good.
Chicago, I think, has it on tap. But yeah, anything is a dry beer because again, it's just the aftertaste that I just can't stand. Which is weird because I'm a smoker
Yeah.
and I have
You're fine with
I constantly have a
aftertaste.
horrible taste. in my mouth.
Aftertaste.
Because you're like, oh, this I've gotten used to. Like,
It's interesting.
Joey likes the Mexican beers for summer.
right? Like a good Corona is just. I don't know. Are you
So-
ready for your beer?
So number 4 on the list is Dos Equis Lime and Salt. That's the other one.
That's fucking
That's
good.
actually really good, surprisingly.
If you get it super cold, like it's fucking good.
This is what's interesting, but like the times that I've enjoyed beers has always been when it's really hot
Yep.
and when they're really cold.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
I enjoy the hell of it while I'm drinking it, but I drink it fast and then I hate it because I'm going to die like the 3 minutes after I've drank it. Because
You
I'll
suck it
drink
down.
it down like it's, yeah,
Yeah.
it's, the last one time I did that I remember was at a Chris Ledoux concert. That tells you how long it's been since I've had a cold beer
It's
during
been a while.
summertime. Yeah. But it just sounded so good. I'm like, I'll have one of those. And it was delicious. Ice cold. And just like, oh, hell yeah.
Oh, they're super
And then I
good when
was
they're.
just, just feel bloated and just, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Can't
you
drink-
feel gross afterwards.
you can't drink beer that fast. It's just not smart.
Mm.
And I'm not smart. So, I'm
So-
like, nail it.
One of the places we used to
Nailed
play, and Joey can clarify this. I want to say it was Skies, had the best Bud Light on tap. Like it was cold. It was just like when you were gigging, it was just the
Mhm.
best beer to drink. Was it Skies, Joey, or was it somewhere else? The
It's
best. I
Bud
mean,
Light.
it was so good. There was just something about it on tap at that
Raspberry
place.
Beach ale. Oh,
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had that. Is it in a can? Where can I get it? Do I have to go there?
I still enjoy whiskey and cokes.
There you go.
That's that from a drink.
Is that a airport tavern? That's right. It was Airport Tavern.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Oh no, airport.
God, I remember that place.
Oh yeah, super fun.
You remember the cold beer. Clearly, you don't remember the place.
I remember the cold nights being on stage.
Well,
too.
the worst part about it was you were just so far, and I mean, like,
Where is it?
I love Matt's because you're separated from the people,
Castle
physically separated from the people. But Airport Tavern, you're like just geographically separated from the people.
Oh, yeah,
You're like on
yeah.
another planet because there's everything else is going on far away from where you're at, just out there in the backyard in the corner. And if people are enjoying it, you don't know because you can't fucking hear them
right.
because they're way over there. Like, so if you take your monitors out and you pay attention, you realize people are having fun. You just can't tell.
And nobody's dancing.
So you're
Yeah,
like,
they- I mean,
okay,
well,
let's
if they
just
are,
keep
they're
going.
dancing over there by the horseshoes or by something else. They're not in front of
They're
us.
not in front of
dancing.
you, so you don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's too funny.
Yeah, the only time they ever freaking dance is when I did like when we would play the break music
Some
and you
crap,
put on
yeah.
like,
They're like,
Cupid Shuffle or something like that. Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Then all of
I
a sudden
remember
everybody's
when
up there
you guys-
freaking dancing.
I remember when you guys used to do that at the Pony.
Yeah, but
Oh,
at least people would dance.
Everybody was right in front of you, dude.
They didn't have a choice.
No, you had
There was
nothing
nowhere
else.
else to dance. You have to dance in front of us, or you have to risk.
And
getting
then
shot.
Joey had to
I'll be
wear
right
his hat because he'd freeze every fucking time. Chibi, stop licking your foot.
That was the best one, Joey.
Oh God, Jack
we got
remembers.
done playing, and it's dead silent. And Joey just goes, "Fuck yeah!" I fell on the floor this time. It was dead silent. It was just
So there was no like.
there was nothing. There was if there was, we couldn't hear it. But he screamed that, and I swear to God, I was laughing for 5 minutes. It was so friggin' funny. Yeah, God.
I can just imagine that because Joey's probably looking at you. You're looking at each other, and
They
then you're
can't-
like, "Fuck
No, my memory in my head, Joey, you were wearing that hat. So was it cold? I don't know if it was wintertime yet or not.
yeah!"
But
He wears that fucking hat all the time.
but once it got cold out there, he had that.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
That place is brutal in the winter. Man.
Yeah, it is.
There were a few times we set up.
you want a heater? We'll put it 20 feet over here.
No, there
That's
was one time it was
absolutely
so
nothing.
cold. I think we set up. Didn't we set up under the patio or something? We did something like that.
We
It
tried
was
that, it
just
didn't work.
so freaking cold, man.
Well, the Pony, you guys froze every freaking time, man. Joey would die
Well, that was just. I mean,
because of the air vents.
tavern
were
was
right there.
outside. You're outdoors.
Yeah,
Oh, you're outside.
Oh, yeah.
Tavern is
Yeah.
completely outdoors.
Completely outdoors.
There's not even an on.
No cover. Yeah, no nothing. This is wide open stage.
I hear you.
And when it got windy, you were done.
Yeah,
So your balls are real cold.
Yeah, you're absolutely done.
that's terrible.
All right, number 3 on the top.
Oh, pull up
What?
Andrea's thing.
What?
Oh, it is close. Oh, fuck yeah! September, I get to start decorating.
Wow. Wow. You guys are talking about that.
Whoop de fucking
I was like, where are we going with that?
that's what I
She knows.
All right, number
We're ready.
3 on the beer list is Anderson Valley Summer Solstice. I've never tried that.
sounds like shit.
I never tried
It
it.
sounds dark.
Ah,
Number 2 is Sierra Nevada Summerfest. I've heard of that one. Never tried it. And number
Shoots.
number 1 on the list is Deschutes Tropical Fresh IPA.
the shoots,
Never
the
had-
shoots.
Does it give you dish shoots?
Probably.
The bands.
Is that what Biden had before?
He did. He had the shoots.
He had the shoots.
Didn't he shit on the Pope too?
Holy
He shit on
Lord.
everybody. There's like so many videos of this guy shitting his pants.
It's not funny, but it really is.
And we're cool with this? Like, this is the guy in charge of us?
No. Go Democrats.
He has the nuclear codes.
You gotta poop. You gotta poop. What are you gonna do?
Well, yeah, you
At
know.
least he can. Hopefully, at least he has a diaper on.
I'm sure he does at this point. I'm
I
sure he does.
mean, he's not leaving a trail behind him.
Ah, yuck.
It's not rolling down
fucking
his
hell.
leg.
Good
Pew
Lord.
pubes.
Funny story.
Fuck yeah!
Funny.
It's actually not. It's a disgusting story. But I was as a custodian at a church. and,
Oh,
dude
I
come
can
in.
only-
Yeah, dude comes in. Is just sitting there at the his user bathroom. Yeah, it's down the end of the hall. Okay, thank you. And he starts walking down, and we're down in the office, and just kind of starts smelling something. I go, oh, I don't think he made it.
He didn't make it.
whoops, this little trail dribbling all down the hallway into the bathroom.
Oh man.
Oh, it was bad. And then in the bathroom was a horror show.
What about the lady who just did that on the was it the American Airlines flight or something?
I don't know.
That
I
was
didn't hear about
bad.
that, but this was my own personal experience because I was wanting to clean it up, and it's just like
Oh,
the worst part is then like he'd put his clothes in the trash in there,
oh,
and I'm like, did he leave naked? I don't know what he wore when he left, but it's worse
Sheila!
because like it was a church. We have a loan closet. We have new clothes. We could have given new clothes. Let's do in the shower downstairs.
Yeah.
Like if you hadn't ran out,
We
the door,
coulda
like,
helped
shit,
you
we
out,
coulda
bro.
cleaned you up and let you use a toilet even. I
But
don't know.
how do you go to you and be
That's-
like,
that's
hey,
the
by the
worst
way,
part.
I shit all the
It's
way
like,
through
well,
your
we already saw that you did it, you dickhead.
Stop.
You
What-
crap
what's with our dogs tonight? Dude?
Stop.
Absolutely going nuts.
Jack got her all riled up. Yours is licking her foot. Mine's losing her fucking shit.
No, you know.
Always
Here, have a thing.
I'm
She's
away.
like, I'm having a thing.
Look at her.
We're getting
That's
it
pretty
up
cute.
for everybody.
That's pretty cute.
She's wearing away. Interesting.
That's pretty cute.
All right, top 5 summer cocktail
Too bad
drinks.
nobody can see,
Cocktail.
but that's pretty cute.
So this is I want to look up the recipe on this because it's a
Somebody's
Thai
gonna
basil sangria.
Ooh,
What the shit?
I got
Yeah.
Thai basil
It sounds good.
in the backyard.
Thai basil?
Andrea, Thai basil sangria.
Number 5, Thai basil sangria. Number 4, Tom Collins.
Mm. Wasn't your dad just talking about that?
I know what a Tom Collins.
That's an old. That's
What
an
am I
older
thinking
drink.
of? I'm thinking of a what the hell is a lemonade and tea for fuck's sake? Phil Collins. No. What the hell is that called?
What the hell are you talking about?
Harvey Wallbanger. Just
Harvey.
kidding. No.
That's a different drink.
There's
What is-
a
what
lot
is
that
lemonade,
has happened
tea and
right
lemonade?
now.
I mean,
What are you
Long Island
What
iced
are you
tea?
talking about? Lemonade and what?
Tea and lemonade. Iced tea
Long
with
Island
lemonade.
iced tea.
Oh motherfucker! It's not an alcoholic thing. Just regular tea. And
Oh,
regular
Arnold
lemonade.
Palmer.
Thank you, Arnold Palmer.
Yeah, I'm like,
Tom Collins. Anything? I'm thinking.
you gotta like. Look, Joey knew.
Palmer.
Joey speaks Jack. Fuck.
Exactly.
you have that connection. yeah.
Wasn't that hard? Just a little.
That's what she
forgetful.
said.
Number 3, Tabernacle Crush. I have no idea what that is.
I have a lot of really horrible ideas.
I'm
Right.
like, your knuckles crushed sounds bad.
Your tabernacles.
Number 2 is a watermelon daiquiri, which makes,
I'm all
makes
for that.
sense, right?
These are all just.
They're foo-foo. Yeah,
Sounds delicious.
foo-foo
That's the
drinks.
shit Jack drinks.
That's the kind of shit I drink.
And number 1, I've never heard of this, but a paloma. What the hell's a paloma?
A Paloma's
kinda
a
like a
big
Blumpkin.
orange.
What'd you say?
Nothing. A paloma.
I don't even want to know what he said, but a Paloma's a big orange.
A paloma? Really?
Yeah,
big
it's like
orange.
a big, huge orange.
Like,
It's really
you
fucking
remember?
good.
You remember the big orange?
Big orange.
Big orange with Andy Griffith.
No.
I had me another big orange when you went to go see the game. You know the big game. Oh, you guys have you ever heard that? Andy Griffith is walking along. There's these two teens and a bunch of fellas come out. And they're fighting over a little pumpkin.
I mean, I've seen a lot of Andy Griffiths. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's a stand-up routine. It's a stand-up routine from way back
Oh.
when.
Hmm.
Our list,
I
people,
remember that one.
people in the chat, I know what I'm talking about. Was it called the Big Game? Or what? I don't remember what it was called, but he thought it was like a revival tent. He got sucked in with the crowd, and he had a big orange was the drink he was having, and everybody was just, he didn't know what was going on because this group of big dudes come out at one side and another guy on the other side went crazy, and then the convicts come out here and they he goes. Two convicts come out and they set the odd man in. It's flipping a coin. And then
haven't
they
seen
fought
that.
over this pumpkin for I don't know why, because they kicked that thing up and down that field for a couple of hours. Ain't nobody could have ate it. Could have been no good no more. It was it's funny.
I'll have to check that out.
It's very good.
That's funny.
Anywho, so that's Big Orange just totally derailed it because that's what I do, bitch.
did.
All right.
It did.
So anyway, all those drinks sound complicated, and that's a problem. I usually like things like that. Like I've never had a mojito, but I want one. But I feel
Yeah.
like a bartender's going to punch me in the face if I ask for one.
No.
Looks
Yeah,
like it
you
takes
couldn't
40
get
minutes to
one.
make
You'd
it.
have to send the wife up.
Well,
for
right
it.
now everybody's into the mules. The
Moscow mules.
Moscow mules.
They're good. They're
Oh.
delicious.
That's what I
Get
hear.
a blueberry Moscow Mule.
Yeah,
So
they're really
freaking good.
It's just
Do you like ginger beer?
I don't know. I've never had it.
It's kind of spicy.
I want that
depending on
helium
which one you
beer.
get.
I want to try that.
The helium beer?
You see that?
I've seen that.
That's
yeah.
hilarious. I think it's bullshit, but either way, it's still
Mm.
funny. The idea.
That would be funny though.
I like tasty things that taste as
Least like alcohol.
yeah. Anything with a heavy alcohol taste, I don't really care for. So like.
So you like daiquiris, then? You like
Oh
daiquiris?
yeah,
you like
I like foo-foo stuff. I
pina
generally like
coladas
foo-foo
and
stuff,
like
but
that.
but
But can this big burly man walk up to the
all that
woman
I'm
and
doing,
be like,
all that I'm doing, if I'm drinking at all, I'm drinking for a buzz, or I'm
Right.
drinking to fit in. So I'm generally, there's not a group of dudes that are like, we need some daiquiris over here, stat. And I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
fruit.
I need some.
But you
I
get,
mean,
you can
you
get
know,
away
Keith
with
might come out with you and wear his coconut bride.
You can get away with a mule though, for sure. Right?
Oh, without a
People
doubt.
do,
But there again, it's like if I'm drinking for a buzz.
right.
Yeah.
right.
And most of the times that I'm in a bar,
You're not going to drink.
it's not a good time for me to have
Yeah,
a buzz.
yeah,
No,
exactly.
because
The
you're
same
playing.
reason, same reason I try not to smoke weed when I'm at gigs because it just makes me stupid.
Because you're worthless after that.
Absolutely, I can't
Yeah.
do crap.
Yeah.
You want me to stare at
Jack's
people?
gonna be like, "Fuck yeah!"
Well, next show we'll make you a
Oh,
Oh, what do you want me to make?
a mule before the show.
if you want.
There you go.
I mean, if you want to experience it just for the novelty of it, by all means, just understand I'm different.
No, I think you might enjoy it.
Oh,
you might
I-
enjoy it.
Don't get me wrong. I don't. It's not a question of me not enjoying alcohol. I enjoy alcohol
I'm a
quite
little
a bit.
terrified on
It
what
just-
Jack's gonna do.
It's just a simple fact that it changes who I am.
Yeah.
You're not
It
gonna.
changes my
strip
focus. I'm
or,
not
like,
incredibly focused anyway.
Yeah, I
So
know.
it lowers my inhibitions,
Yeah.
of which I have few. So it's
So
just a
you're a
risk. It's a risk I
little-
don't take because
You're a little worse than
I
you
have
are
to
now.
drive.
I'm with you.
Usually I
Yeah,
have to
yeah.
drive. I'm
100%.
not going to drink anything and drive anywhere
Yeah,
because that's
100%.
not friggin' worth it.
Well, that's
Yeah.
why if we do it as soon as you get here, you should be good.
If I just have a ride arranged, I'm down
You
for
should
it.
be
It's just the fact is, I if I didn't have to drive, it wouldn't be a problem. I have no problem drinking and stuff.
A double shot of De Seronas.
Di Serono in Corona.
It's supposed
In
to
a
taste like
Corona.
dick.
So
See,
De Serona.
This
Oh,
this is why
okay.
Joey is Papa Joey because that's a good man right
Right.
there. Paloma
Almost.
tequila, lime juice, and grapefruit juice or grapefruit soda.
Paloma is a tequila
That sounds like
lime
heartburn.
juice. And
That's heartburn right
grapefruit
there.
juice or
Yeah.
grapefruit.
Seriously, that's a lot of
So
citrus.
tequila,
Lime juice
lime, and grapefruit juice.
and grapefruits or grapefruit
Or
soda.
grapefruit soda
Which
for,
is
if you want
squirt,
it
right?
bubbly.
Isn't squirt grapefruit soda?
Essentially.
I think so. Yeah.
I feel like it's
I haven't had that in years.
because it's terrible.
It is
Sorry for
terrible.
the face.
Give you-
Um,
Well,
I-
why don't you come over one of these days and just stay here? You know, we have a whole guest room.
I don't care.
I don't think his wife would appreciate that, but you know,
Well, she can
She'd
come
come with
over.
me.
She
Yeah.
can come over on like a
There you go.
Friday.
you guys should do that.
Yeah, I
That'd
don't
be
have a
fun.
problem. with that.
Should I put you in the studio? Because I don't really want to hear what y'all are going to do later.
I was going to say that'd be the only real issue.
We might-
Getting your dogs all riled up.
So after July 4th, we'll put you in here. So because I don't need to hear you all again. So,
I think we'll be out of town. I think we'll be out of town.
They already said that he's out of
July
town.
4th. July 4th. We're going to be out of town.
but
unfortunately.
after, because then the show's over, and
Yeah,
then they
that's
can
true.
come over on a
Right.
Friday, and we're going to rearrange the studio.
We'll figure something out. If you want to see us drink, it's worth it. I think it's a spectacle sort of thing. It's worth seeing. At least once in your life. I
I've
mean,
never seen Jack drunk.
I know you haven't seen.
I never have either.
No, you have not either.
No.
I used to have one drink a set.
Yeah,
And
you
the
guys
most
would
that
have
would
one
give me-
beer at the beginning.
Maybe give you a little bit of a buzz, but yeah. I
Did
don't
you
think-
drink when we stayed out at the cabins? I don't think you did.
No, not really.
No.
No. I really, it's never been a big part of who I was.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just because I had a different type of brain.
Yeah.
Plus, there's too much grab ass going on with the guys out there. And I was like,
Yeah, I know how y'all are. I mean, Keith was wearing
dude,
the
the
coconut bra.
other boys in the band were just, that was one of my biggest pet peeves. I'm like, please stop slapping each other in the balls. It's just, it's not, I don't,
You're talking about
yeah.
two
I'm talking
specific
about two specific
individuals. Yeah, don't
who
don't
just
roll me into that
really love
game.
flaking
Did
each other
you
in the
and
balls.
Jack
No,
like
no,
just
not
sit
at
there and
all.
go?
We just sit there going just like,
dude.
what are you doing? Why is that okay? Why is that fun?
Yeah, well,
I just never, we were both band nerds. So like
You guys didn't have that other
that
side
jocular
of it.
thing where
Yeah.
it's like, hey, pah, pah, pah. I'm not touching boys'
Yeah.
butts, their dicks, any of that stuff ever. There's no reason for me to ever do that, even in jest. It's not cute. It's not fun. Don't hit me like just pissing with me when I'm sleeping. So just a big no. Like I hate that crap. The practical joke part of dudes. Not
But
me.
you guys grew up the like musician part of it.
we
and
were
Scott
dorks.
wasn't like
Those
that
guys
either.
we were
didn't.
dorks of our own ilk, and
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
weren't.
those guys
That
didn't.
whatever that thing is with dudes where they pick on each other in a
That's
kind
that
of a
other
cruel way,
side.
mean spirited thing.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, the
Just
shaving
wasn't
cream in your
us,
hand while you're
yeah.
sleeping. They did that to me the one time, and I woke up while they were doing it, and I just laid there and just giggling like bitches, just ha ha ha. And I didn't give them the satisfaction. As soon as they left the room, and I slammed the door so damn hard, he shook the whole house. Right, so they skated out to go get the equipment. I got down to the gig and I walked upstairs. I said, "I'm gonna say this one time. I don't think it's cute. I don't think it's fun. It makes me want to sneak into your room and put a claw hammer on the back of your skull. Don't mess with me when I sleep."
Don't ever do that again.
No, and it's because I don't hold it against you for you guys doing whatever you do. Don't involve me in it.
Right.
I don't.
Yeah,
think
you
it's
guys
fun.
want to do whatever y'all want to do. Go for it.
I'm not here to bother
not
anybody's
down
good
for all
time,
that
but just
jazz.
understand. And they knew that we'd had this discussion before.
Right,
That
right.
I'm not into the nut flicking thing and any of that stuff. So just leave me out of these
Just
little
leave it
games.
alone.
And yeah, they didn't. They thought, let's see if he means it. Oh, I mean it. I mean, like the Technicolor fantasies of murdering you both is so alluring. Anyhow, so no, I didn't drink.
One of my favorite memories, not to go off on a band tangent, but one of my favorite memories is when Donnie rolled the quad.
That was awesome. He didn't even have those things a week.
I didn't even get him a couple of days.
He had bought them like that week before we went up.
Like Wednesday before you guys went up there.
Pretty
right?
much, yeah. They were brand new and on a trailer, and he's like, "He's so excited about him." Donnie's out there doing donuts, and then whoop,
Like,
whoop,
just
whoop,
rolls the
whoop.
quad. Scott was pissed.
Yeah, that's when they started. Was it
Pissed.
when Scott jumped his Jeep after that? Like just full on ramp jumped his Jeep.
Oh,
It was going up that one hill
Yeah.
that had the little pond on the other side. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Oh, yeah.
That
That was so much fun up there.
I'll never forget. Hey, watch this! Fucking going around and rolls the
so
damn
we did
quad.
that shit
Well,
when
and
we
he put
were
it back
younger.
over. He tried to hide it.
Yeah,
Like he put it back
So
over.
Scott
I
did.
got it. We're good. We're good.
Brake
Fucking-
handle. Throttle thing was all jacked up.
No,
and shit.
So we did that when we were younger and less expensive toys.
right. Yeah, these things were. I think these are like $6,000 a piece.
They weren't
these
cheap,
quads.
but
They
he
were-
was-
they were expensive.
He had a really good job.
Still,
Yeah.
you, dude, let the fucking like nubbins rub off the tires before you roll the shit.
Well, that's what made him such a cool guy. Is he was of that ilk financially because he had a good job and
Yeah.
he worked his ass off and he got himself good position in a
Yeah.
company.
Yeah.
But he was still us.
He was still
Yeah.
He
you
was
guys.
still
Yeah.
just
100%.
as cool as we were and playing music and digging the family feel.
Didn't
It was
care.
super fun. That's what was made him so much
That's
fun and
cool.
such a cool guy. Is he was genuinely a cool guy and he was talented as hell.
Yeah.
Just there was a lot about him that made that.
He
whole
just
band was
fell
really
into the
cool.
right
Yeah,
job
he
to where
was-
he was able to do.
He was awesome. I love Scott. Scott was
That's
cool.
great.
The original iteration of that band was super fun.
Yeah.
It was really, really, really good time. And the cabins were just awesome. And they're
Yeah.
still there. I keep forgetting to go.
We
Check
should
it out
go.
The girl turned him into a vineyard.
Mm.
She added a bunch of vineyard stuff and whatever. She had to gay it up for him.
Do you remember when I jumped off the quad to get the snake?
Oh, for fuck.
What?
Because, yeah, but that's when you still had all those awful things in your house.
Oh yeah, that was that
Snakes and
time.
spiders. And
We don't do that anymore.
What's wrong with
Shit,
you?
that
That's
was
one of the
fucking-
things I'm glad you got over. Because
Yeah.
that was always just like, ew.
Oh no, he didn't get over it. He married
doesn't
a
have it
woman.
anymore.
He married
Right.
a woman
Whatever the
who put
case
a
is.
limit on it.
Whatever the case is, whatever weird shit you own,
He's
don't know
thankful
about it.
for it. Yeah,
He's
exactly.
I'm
thankful that none of that weird, like no fucking lizards running at you at the fucking door, like
Aquariums and tubs full of shit that doesn't belong indoors.
rattlesnakes in the house,
Uh,
multiple rattlesnakes.
Yeah, things.
What the fudge?
all right, you're getting off on a tangent. Let's get
A
back to the
freezer
show.
full of dead animals. Like, what are we doing?
All right, top 5 summer movies.
Movies.
I don't agree with a lot of this list. But
They're
some
gonna
of
be-
these
it's gonna be
movies-
done. Who put this list together?
Movies.
Yeah, some of them are.
Who turns these goals?
So number 5, Now and Then, 1995.
Such a
The fuck
good
is that?
I've never seen
movie.
it.
Oh my god, it's so
It's a rom-com,
good.
clearly.
I'm a baby. It's fine.
It's a rom com, right?
It's a what?
romantic
comedy. It's a gay movie. Chick
It's
flick.
like kid movie, like summer, and they fall in love, and, blah, and
Wait.
somebody dies, and it's great.
Is it? What's it called?
Now and Then.
I don't fucking know what it is. Who's in it?
Came, I don't know.
People.
Came out in
Oh, there you go.
95.
Next. That was the year I graduated. So
Number 4, The Sandlot.
The Sandlot's good. It's
1993.
not a summer movie. Is it a
Eh,
summer
I mean,
movie?
maybe
I
just
mean, it's
baseball.
okay.
It's a freaking classic.
Yeah, it's classic.
I mean, is what's the name a Christmas movie?
Oh,
Settle down,
don't
settle
start
down.
there. Don't even start that.
Next.
Number 3, Ghostbusters, 1984. I don't know if that's really a summer movie.
I don't know what classifies a summer movie, but
Yeah.
it was a great movie.
Sure.
Number 2, Dirty Dancing,
Okay.
1987.
At least that was themed in summer.
Yeah, I'll go with you on
I'll
that.
give it that.
And the number 1 is Jaws, 1975.
Fuck
Eat my
yeah.
shit. Why is that a summer? Oh, they were on the beach. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll
The
buy it.
beach is something. Wasn't it July 4th though?
I don't fucking know.
Mhm.
It was a busy
Yeah.
time. There's too many people on the beach. Let's get it happen.
Great movie. Love the movie.
That's good.
Out of the water. Get out of the pool.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think I watch a movie and equate it to a summer movie.
I've never done
right?
that. No,
I
no.
mean-
With the exception of maybe Nope. Independence Day would be about the only one because it was 4th of July.
Yeah. Or maybe it's like Summer Rental with John Candy or something like that. Was a good
Oh,
movie.
wait a minute.
But oh look,
Why don't I
Jack
know
just-
Summer Rental?
Jack just changed his mind.
With John Candy? When they rent that vacation home on the beach?
Oh yeah.
You never saw it?
I don't
Oh,
remember that
dude.
one.
You gotta watch.
I
it.
love John
It
Candy.
was
Like,
funny as
Uncle
shit.
Buck's one of the best movies of
Uncle
all
Buck
time.
was great. Watch Summer Rental.
You have a lot more hair in your nose than me. Oh, nice. If you don't notice, I'm a kid. That's my job. That's one of the best damn movies. And Macaulay Culkin's first movie.
yeah.
Such a good damn movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Sorry.
And then you followed that up with Who's Harry Crumb, which was funny too.
Oh yeah. Okay,
That's
so now
pretty
that was
funny.
on the backside. That was on the
Yeah.
backside towards the end because it was Wagons East was I think was
that was his last
film.
movie. Yeah,
It was his last
Yeah,
film
Wagons
and didn't
East.
do good at all.
No.
But okay, I remember Who's Harry Crumb.
Joey says summer rental is the best. Great outdoors.
Oh, Great Outdoors, too,
is
yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean, Planes, Trains, Automobiles. He did tons of great movies, but I can't believe I don't know what summer rental is. That bothers me. Wow.
Watch it if you get a chance.
Oh, I will.
It's funny as
If I can
shit.
find it, I will.
Yeah, it's
I
funny.
found there's a lot of really good movies from that time that are just disappeared.
Yeah.
Like
That
tried to
was-
find Men at Work.
What's the
Remember Men at Work with Emilio Estevez?
It's on
and Charlie
Netflix.
Sheen?
I think
Right,
it's
but
on
for the
Netflix.
longest time, you couldn't find it
Yeah,
anywhere.
yeah.
what's
So
the
that
movie we're
was-
looking for?
Big Business, Outrageous Fortune,
Yeah.
Despicable, Ruthless People,
Ruthless People. Yeah.
all Bette Midler movies, and great movies, but hard to find.
I'm trying to find Cocoon, the original Cocoon movie.
Can't
yeah.
find it.
I can't find it.
Can't find it anywhere.
Because you got to figure out who released it, who put it out, who's the
They
producer.
have all these
They have
fake.
part 2.
I don't
yeah,
know. I did-
all day long.
It has something to do with either producers or
Mhm.
owners of the original material.
Yep.
Like all Travis Tritt's first 2 videos from the 3, I can't find.
Hmm.
You remember the trilogy
Yeah,
videos
yeah,
anymore? And tell me I was
Yep.
dreaming.
Yep.
They're not. They don't exist. You can watch reactions to them, but the actual videos are gone.
Are gone.
Yeah. We
That's
can't find them
crazy.
anywhere. Like
Yeah.
not even Zia, not anything. Figuring somebody turned them in.
shit.
Like we can't find
And then I
anything.
found one on Amazon, but then when you go down and read the reviews,
We're like, oh,
half
it's
of
in
them come. It's in
Chinese or-
it's in a different language, or the video played for the first 5 minutes. So it's all
It
copies. You know, it's
So
like
you're just looking for Cocoon. Do you guys have VCR?
Mm-mm.
no, but I do have a VCR
Yeah.
in there that I can
Okay.
transport down.
I
to
bet
the
you we
computer.
have it. I bet you've got it.
Yeah?
I bet you I do.
It's such a good. I wanted her to
He
see it because it
wants
was a
me to
really
see
it was a
it,
really
and
good
I've never
movie.
seen
It was a good movie.
It's the last time you saw it.
Um,
How old were you when you saw it?
12.
I think I saw it in my 20s.
Oh, did you?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I probably saw
It matters. It matters.
Yeah.
I remember. I'll never forget
changes.
when my mom watched Saturday Night Fever as an adult woman. It was like, this is fucking garbage.
Yeah.
she loved it when she was a teenage girl.
That's
John
so
Travolta
true.
was so cool and just whatever. She's like, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
He's an absolute asshole in the movie. Treats girls like total shit. He's a total prick the entire movie. And she's like, why did I like this? I was like, because you're a teenage girl and you're stupid. It's just like, it makes sense. That he was popular. That's what
Yeah.
the cool guy was.
You fell for
He was an
you
asshole.
Fell for it. Yeah.
And watching it, in, 2000 something, when you're a woman who's done some things, and not, it just cracked me up. She's like, this is awful. It's like,
No, I thought Cocoon was funny. I think it had some funny moments.
I always just wonder because
you know,
depending on who you were, and
yeah,
what, if you watch those movies,
When you
if
saw
enough
it.
time goes past
Mhm.
and you see it as an adult, you can
You're like,
have that moment of like, what
yeah.
the fuck was
Well,
wrong
that's
with
like
Yeah.
now and then. I haven't seen it since the 90s.
me? Yeah. And I don't
So
even
if
know
I
what it is.
watched it again now, would I really like it as much as I remember I liked
You
it?
never know. It's an interesting thing because some things hold true. The Transformers movie, the original Transformers movie, don't
Yep.
talk to me about the live action ones.
Well, and then you get
The
into
cartoon
like,
one from back in the 80s,
yeah.
what has that, 80s, you got to touch. That whole
when you get
fucking
into
music thing.
Terminator and all that
Great
kind of
movie.
stuff, like
Well, that's a different. I wasn't old enough, not old enough.
the
to have seen
alien
it as a
chick in
kid.
Cocoon is hot.
She
I
was.
don't know, Joey.
She was pretty hot.
I
but,
don't
you
get
know.
to see it.
But I like, Steve Gutenberg was in it. I liked him in that because I loved him in Police Academy. I loved all the Police Academies.
Please-
Oh, no,
no,
it's
and
not that
wait,
kind of
Steve
movie, is it?
Gutenberg.
Yeah, he played Mahoney
Who am I thinking of?
in Police Academy.
Steve Gutenberg. But who's? I'm thinking.
You're thinking of the black guy, aren't you?
No, I'm
Who makes
thinking
all
of.
the
I'm thinking
sounds?
of that. Well, that guy.
I don't know
He's
what
in
you
Jurassic
mean.
Park. The scientist in Jurassic Park. The chaos theory scientist.
Oh, yeah.
The Fly.
Yeah. God.
Why am I confusing that with Steve Gutenberg?
Yeah, it's
The
not.
hell
It's not
he
even
is,
close.
Fuck, what the hell's his name? Oh my God. Jeff Goldblum.
Thank
Jesus,
you.
I couldn't think of his
Yeah,
name.
I don't know why that's what I was thinking of. I'm like, he was in that movie. Okay, sorry. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Steve Gutenberg is
He was in Police Academy.
yeah, and he's an adult guy who's never got married, doesn't have any kids. So yeah,
Fuck yeah.
He's never been married?
never been married.
Really?
Yeah, I remember that because Adam Carolla had him on, and Adam was always like, man, he was hanging out with him, and he's like, man, I wish I had kids. He's like, no, you don't. you want to have kids? We could go get you some. You could make some tonight. It's like you're a guy with a lot of money who's relatively famous.
Don't do it.
You didn't want to have kids, and that's okay.
Yeah. yeah.
You don't want kids. Don't act like you
People judge you on that.
do. Of course you do.
We're not. Oh yeah. 100%.
So
Seriously, do you know how hard it is Total side tangent.
What do you care?
But you know
about?
how hard it is? It doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
But you know how hard it
Not
is,
at
like
all.
how much people judge you when they're like, "Oh, so how old are your kids?" And I was like, "I don't have any."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, I should say that nicer. Like, I chose not to have any children." And then they just look at you, and I was like, "I can go to the grocery store by myself, fuckers. When's the
Yeah.
last time you did that?"
Well, there's some confusion, I think, especially because modern day you have these, what are those? I don't know what those, what they're
Whatever
called,
the fucking women
lip
are.
shits or whatever. These people that are excited about the fact that we don't have kids and they brag about their vacations and all this kind of crap. And it's like, whatever. It's not. There's nothing wrong with having children, and there's nothing wrong with not having children.
Right. Yeah.
But
100%.
if you're gonna like completely
Put down the other side for choosing to do it.
or just like tout your identities, like that's what matters in life.
Right.
Fucking, you do what
Nobody-
you want to do, but
Yeah.
you know, wearing it back like a badge of honor on your sleeve is just fucking stupid.
That's dumb. No, but like there's so many working women that just look at you and they're like, you don't have kids. And I was like, no, I chose not to. Like I didn't have that desire to do that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
You
You know,
chose to, and that's cool too.
would
Thanks
you-
for repopulating the earth.
And that's the thing. So like, I guess the only question usually is it 100% by choice or is it by coincidence, or can you not have kids, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how many abortions have you had? Stuff like
None.
that. So those kinds of things would be
right. That
questions
that
that people
comes
have.
into play.
Like
yeah,
if you're
yeah.
killing your
That's
babies
true.
to not have them,
To not
Right,
have
right.
them. That's a
versus
whole different.
I've always been smart enough not to get
I've
pregnant.
decided
I
not
figured
to.
out what caused it a long time ago. And I've taken preventative measures.
There is
That's a big
there is a correlation.
We've had the technology for a long time to avoid getting pregnant, even without a
Yep.
pull-out game.
Yep.
So that's really what comes in. I think what comes into people's mind when you say you don't have any kids is they're going like, "What's wrong?" You know, 'cause seriously.
That's true. I never
Right,
thought
right.
about like because
the
if I'm
assumption
killing
is that
if I'm killing my kid off every 6 months.
well, because it's a question of whether because a lot of
It's
people
true.
don't have them on purpose.
Right. Yeah.
So
no, I don't have them on purpose, but I figured out how to not have
and
them.
that's the thing. That's what makes it rare and hard to relate to.
Yeah.
Is because people don't plan that well, and most people have the first a lot of times
Very young,
accidentally.
super young. Yeah.
You know,
Well,
you
there
get
is the
that.
oh shit moment.
Well,
There is
that's the
that.
thing. You know, so if you actually intentionally didn't have any children and managed to also not have any abortions, that's a kind of a low percentage
Yeah.
shot.
Oh,
It's
100%.
very rare. Most of the dudes I know, their first kid, they weren't trying to get. A
They were
baby.
like,
They were trying to have some sex.
Yeah.
I would think most first pregnancies, I'd say probably up in the 80s or 90 percentile
Mhm.
that were,
oh
oops,
shit
you know
moment.
what happened. you
Yeah.
know?
Well,
That's-
most most of them are going to be, and that's probably how 50% of our marriages happened.
True.
And
Could
that's
be.
you know that's okay. It doesn't necessarily make it mean it's going to be bad. You know, because all sorts of situations.
My parents were married 25 years with the oh shit. Guess what?
Yeah.
Well, my mother intentionally had us, but she wasn't married to the guy.
Yeah.
But she had us both with the same guy.
Yeah.
And then when that didn't work out, they had an agreement. He keeps the house, she keeps the kids.
There you go.
There you go.
That works
That
too.
works.
Oh yeah, we didn't ever see him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have liked to give up my house.
All right. Back on movies. Do you have a favorite summer movie?
I don't know what to classify as a summer movie. Like I have favorite movies by you know of all kinds of. Yeah,
I just thought of mine.
clearly you did. Go ahead.
Took me a minute. Go ahead.
What was it? Problem Child?
Fried green tomatoes.
Problem Child.
No, I've never seen that actually.
You don't have to. It's
Because it was my life.
fucking awful. No, it's a terrible movie. I don't know why I thought of that.
No, fried green tomatoes. I don't know why that's my summer movie.
I don't either. That's a piece of garbage too. That's
Oh,
what I said.
yeah.
Is that the one? No, I'm thinking of Steel Magnolias, where she tries to kill herself in the oven.
No, this is when she kills the guy and they cook him up and barbecue him.
That was just a feeling I had. What are you talking
fucking
about? They
great.
killed a guy
Yes.
in fried green tomatoes?
Yes.
Maybe I might have enjoyed it. It looked terrible.
It's really good.
It didn't look at all entertaining to me.
It's a back south movie, and then
Oh, well, there you go.
he starts some shit, and then they kill him, and then he becomes a barbecue.
Oh wow, that's I had no idea that's what it was about.
Perfect. I mean, there's other shit that
I
happens
thought it was
in there,
about
but
fried
it's
green
perfect.
tomatoes.
No,
Sorry.
no.
Well, they did a shitty job marketing it.
Right.
It was the 80s. What do you expect?
Some good stuff in the 80s.
I don't even know. 80s, 90s. I don't even know when
It
it
was
came
in the
out.
90s. You were too old. Independence Day is a fantastic movie.
That's pretty good.
It was a
It was.
freaking great movie. And
was
and you
great.
know, it's one of those ones that's just seated enough in conspiracy and crazy stuff.
It's just right
and,
there.
and like so ridiculous in premise and the way they actually handle things, like
Yeah, yeah.
downloading a virus into the fucking
Mothership.
do
mainframe
you
of the
not
mothership.
love the
So
fucking
cool.
drunk?
Oh
I
yeah,
could draw. I could fly that.
the hero
What
of
the-
Randy Quaid is fantastic.
Yeah,
I
it is
love that,
awesome.
and it's one of
Kids
those
are
things that's like
pissed when he leaves. And
they
they
make it-
fucking hate
it's
him.
a very
and-
touching moment. It's, you know what I mean? I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I didn't find it emotional. It was fucking cool as hell.
it was
It was
a good movie.
super good.
Great movie.
Yeah, Independence Day was a great movie. Very, very good.
But it had all those different aspects.
It had
That's what
so
was
many
so
aspects
good.
to it. It had, different acts in it, and the morons on top of the building
Yeah.
welcoming the kids.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, welcome to Earth." We're gonna, oh shit.
Her friend or whatever that was like, I'm gonna go stand on the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones that I recall. It was like, oh yeah, that's also a thing that can happen with aliens.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bitch.
Whoops.
There's that.
You gotta
They're
go.
They're not nice. We don't know.
I think my summer movie, it's not a summer movie at all, but it triggers a memory for me. It was probably Jurassic Park.
Right on.
That was your summer movie?
Yeah. Yeah. Because I was so
The
I was
original?
so blown. Yeah, I was so blown away by that movie when I saw it in the theater. Just the fact that you've never seen dinosaurs like that before on the big
Teenage
screen.
Mutant Ninja Turtles was the first, like I guess a summertime movie or
Yeah.
movie that was an event thing for me. Was the TMNTs? Those I liked a lot. The
TMNTs.
first 1 and 2, and then they got stupid, and then they started over again. With the kind of live action ones, same thing. They was really cool. The first
Yeah.
couple were really cool, and then Transformers, the live action Transformers movies. I think those were all summer releases.
Yeah.
We really got into those until, so those were cool.
The first Transformer movie was awesome. It
The-
was just
The animated one or the
no,
Michael Bay?
the Michael Bay.
Michael Bay was
Bay's
fantastic. It was really
awesome.
What? There's Transformers before the.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's an animated movie that's the Transformers, the movie.
Yeah. Yep.
The movie. It's Optimus Prime gets killed. Oh yeah. And this is a cartoon. This
This
was,
was
this
cartoon,
was the
yeah.
Saturday morning cartoon
yep.
Transformers. And one of the first things that happens in the
Oh
movie
my God.
is he fucking dies. And I was in, like all in. Every kid was just like, what the shit
What?
just happened?
What?
Everybody had Optimus Prime growing up. Everybody.
And now you just
That
killed
just
them
didn't
off.
happen.
Like everybody's
that
fucking.
wasn't a plot device yet. It's
Right.
a plot device all the time now.
Yeah.
But
But
you don't
then-
take the
then you were
main person and fucking
Kill
kill
him
him.
off. Yeah.
Immediately.
Immediately he gets killed and Megatron gets resurrected by Unicron.
And you're
And you're
just
going, what in
done.
the fuck is happening? But the spark existed in that too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it was
But
done in
then
a
you
different
guys
way.
were like, we gotta see it again.
They gave it to what was it? The dumbass that tried to, it turned out to be Hot Rod, but I can't remember the other truck that he gave it to initially.
Bumblebee.
No,
No.
there's another
Oh.
truck. There was another semi truck that was going to be the leader, but he couldn't open the spark.
Okay, so I didn't
And it turned out
actually,
Hot
I didn't
Rod was the
actually
guy.
know that there was.
I know.
Okay.
I know that you didn't know. The best part about it is Leonard Nimoy's one of the voices,
Yeah. I remember that.
and that 80s song that you got to touch. I can't remember who the band is, but fucking great.
But the guy who played the voice of Optimus, he's been the same guy.
He's the same
hasn't he?
voice.
He's
Yeah,
the
he's
same
still
voice.
he did the voice on the Robeson toy. The
Oh,
current
really? I didn't know that.
the original
I
guys
didn't
for the
know.
cartoon, both Megatron and Optimus Prime voiced the toys.
And you look at him, you never knew he had that voice.
No.
Kind of like looking at James Earl Jones, right? You would never know he's got that kind of a voice.
Not too far of a throw though for James Earl Jones. Like you're
Yeah,
not
but
like shocked
He's
when
pretty,
he talks that
he's
way.
pretty
Yeah.
robust.
But no, I mean this guy though. When I first
No,
saw
he
a picture of him, I was like, dude, you look nothing like your
Yeah,
voice.
that's just
Yeah,
wild.
it's crazy.
So I had, sorry, because, squirrel and y'all brought it up. So I had a respiratory therapist that I worked
Is
with.
anyone watching Rumble's thing?
What?
Is there anybody on the Rumble thing?
Oh yeah, good.
Okay, cool.
Nobody's commenting. In
No.
the,
Good.
So there
Issues with
was a respiratory therapist that I worked with that had this voice that was like
Riffing now.
no, it was like the 80s porn voice. He was like,
What's the 80s porn voice?
he had that deep, like, sexy voice. And the dude
Okay.
did not look like his voice at all. Tall, skinny, white dude, like 6'7",
Porn.
looked fucking great. He
How
had the
much-
porn voice.
How much 80s porn did you watch?
But he would do like nighttime radio. And that was one of his things, like his side gig. And I was like, what are you talking? And every single patient just loved him to pieces. And I'm like, that is so like
Some people just have that voice.
how
man,
you
that-
don't
that, you
fit
know.
your voice. Like there's so many
Wolfman
people
Jack.
that fit
Yeah,
their
yeah,
voice,
Wolfman-
but
His voice fit him. Everybody, come on back now, this motherfucker.
sorry,
I
tangent.
do need to find out
What?
what an 80s porn.
You're back on my 80s porn.
Well, because 80s porn wasn't narrated, was it?
I don't know.
Like the voices in
I would
80s
imagine
In
not.
my head.
in 80s porn. I know this is what's funny about this. I'm trying to figure out how did you come up with this voice, because 80s porn,
I don't know.
the voices you heard in 80s porn,
I think
Or
she's thinking like
generally just
Barry
like-
White or something, you know?
Yeah.
the sexy one, yeah, Barry White,
Yeah.
Shaft,
Yes.
that
Yeah.
sort of thing.
Like
Not
those
80s
guys.
porn.
Okay.
80s sexy is definitely different than it's just dude like yeah, suck it, you know, like
I was born in the 80s. I don't know anything about that. Okay. Sorry. Put it in the bush.
whoa.
The love master.
yeah, baby.
Yes. That's what it was like.
Oh, that's funny.
Love master.
All right, top 5 summer foods.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how these foods made the
Watermelon.
list, but yeah, watermelon's on there. So
And that's it.
number 5 is fried chicken.
Plantains and olives.
Not sure if fried chicken would make the list for summertime, but
Okay, we'll
Fried
go with
chicken's
it.
good for summertime.
I mean,
like
fried chicken's good. Period.
it's good like in the wintertime too. It's good.
I mean,
hot
fried
meals.
chicken's
When is fried chicken not good? If you like chicken, like fried chicken's always good.
It's always
Fried chicken is always good.
Oh no, not fried chicken during the winter.
It's wintertime. I don't like fried chicken.
Number 4 is corn.
Corn.
Corn on the cob, I would imagine.
Yes, no, that's
Barbecue.
that. I'm agree with that.
Yeah.
You what?
It's like, what are you doing?
I'm gonna agree with corn.
Number
Because
2.
corn on the cob is good. Do you know I just seen this new trick.
Oh boy.
I really want to try it.
With corn?
Yes. So you
Let's see.
take your corn and you cut the end and then you put it in the microwave for 4 minutes and it cooks it and then it literally just you pinch it and the whole fucking thing comes out and
That's
it's not covered
bullshit.
in hairs
It's like
or anything.
you watch all these fucking you watch all these things like how to peel fucking garlic and shit, and none of it works ever.
Shut up!
It never works.
Just
My
take your
jar
washing machine and
works
add a bunch of rubber
great.
fingers in there and just spin it around and just rips the chicken right off.
See, we did this thing where we cut the big garlic in half, and you're supposed to just squeeze it, and it all pops. It didn't fucking work. Like nothing worked.
The only thing that's ever worked, and it doesn't
Because
work
you
100%,
have man hands.
but
You didn't
works
fucking do
well,
it right.
is that the egg extractor, which you can't get anymore.
The what?
The egg extractor. It was this cheap plastic plunger thing and this little stand, and you had to hard boil the eggs, and you hard boil them a very certain way, and you freeze it, get them in ice water afterwards, and you pop a hole in the one side and smash the other end, stick it on this thing, press the plunger, it shoots out the whole fucking egg outside of the.
Really?
It was wild.
And it worked.
It worked. Not 100% of the time.
Right.
And when it failed fucking spectacularly. But when it worked, we got, I mean,
That's when eggs all over the fucking side of the wall.
we have, I think we have 1 or 2 of them at home still. Amanda found them in a 99-cent store one day.
And
She's
she
like,
was
I got
like,
them. I'm like,
yes.
yes. But we couldn't get them boiled right so that they would
That's
separate
crazy.
properly. But when they works right, they work unbelievably well. But it doesn't work all the time. Anyway,
All right, number 3,
Wow.
fucking corn. What's number 3 food?
avocado.
Okay.
Not really sure why that's a summer food.
I don't know. People in their lists. Number 2,
That's some fucking white
Number 2,
people shit.
backyard burgers.
baby corn.
Baby corn.
Baby corns? No, baby corns are gross.
Backyard burgers.
Backyard burgers.
That's
Barbecues.
Are they different than
Barbecues.
kitchen burgers?
Yeah.
And number 1 is watermelon, of course.
Watermelon's a good summer food.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Cut up, put into, you can eat now, cut up ahead of time, put into Tupperware, or just right on site. Cutting it was always a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah.
And now seedless or not seedless? Do you care?
I like seeded.
Okay. Why?
He does not, because it's fucking way better than seedless.
Taste different?
Taste always tastes
Okay.
different.
Not just the projectile factor?
Well, that's fun too.
I was just checking.
That's like a bonus.
I think it's too much work with the seeds.
He does,
Yeah,
yeah, he
I
does.
get
But that's why I like the seedless.
But I can cut me some fucking seeded watermelon, like, because you just follow the line. The seeds go all in a line. Like, you just fucking follow
Well,
the
plus,
line.
if you get a sifter and you put it in there, you shake it really hard, all the seeds fall right out.
Did you get a what?
really.
No.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's no fucking way.
Get a colander, you
That'd
cut
be-
it up
that'd
into
be
little
kinda
cubes,
funny.
and you shake the shit out of it, and now all the seeds fall out.
And then you got watermelon out of the fucking
Making a
ceiling and
TikTok
on the
video
wall.
about that shit, huh? We should do
You-
that.
you
Julie.
should.
Just
That'd
cube up
be-
some
no,
watermelon,
that'd
just
be-
throw it in. Like,
That'd be fucking funny.
She's just falling out.
Magic!
She's just
And
falling
then
out
you
of
can
the
wear
colander.
this.
Look at that. It's like an Anna's cap.
And then
Oh
you
my god, it's amazing.
pull all
It's
the
like
seeds out and do like a before and after and say, see, all the seeds fell out.
What?
Some dumbass is gonna try it.
It's just liquefying watermelon in a colander.
the juice.
You gotta do it over your lap in a bathtub.
You remember that watermelon whatever
shit.
thing we talked about?
Watermelon
The drink?
Oh
That's how
yeah,
you
yeah,
get the
yeah, yeah.
juice.
yeah,
That's how
right.
we make our daiquiris.
Watermelon daiquiri.
Freeze all the juice in the
That's how
pears.
you get the juice. It's in the bathtub and you
Wring
laugh.
your shirt out into an ice cube
All
tray.
right, audience, you guys are quiet. What's some of your favorite summer foods?
Like we're over it.
Everybody's, yeah, like fucking.
Fuck these.
Let's talk about summer.
What about yours?
Talk about 80s porn again. What?
He doesn't have any
You're 80s born?
No,
foods.
summer foods?
Watermelon.
Yeah, not really. I mean, food all year round. It's not seasonal for me.
Hey, for shit lists.
Watermelon.
For what?
It's an example of shit lists.
Shit list.
There was was an Amazon. I think it's Amazon that did or no, it was Apple. One of those two, best albums of all times.
Yeah.
Did you see this list?
Nah. Stupid.
We'll give you a
Wow.
hint. Beatles was in the top 3, but not number 1.
Oh my goodness.
It wasn't necessarily bad until they got to the number 1, and it was like, okay, can we?
Really?
Yeah.
Erica Badu
Well, we did that.
of all times,
Of all time.
right? Over,
Really?
over Thriller, over Beatles, and I'm like,
Come on.
you just completely negated any list you guys ever made.
So Dad likes Stand By Me for a movie.
Of course.
Oh.
You know what? I don't know if that's a summer
Yeah.
movie or not, but I love Stand By Me. It's a fantastic movie.
I'm with you with
Brats
brats,
are the
watermelon,
big
and
one.
corn.
I wish I wasn't so fucking lazy. I wanted the effort involved in making all these great foods. I'll go to a barbecue and I'll eat the shit out of some brats, but I ain't grilling shit.
What
I'm not
brats? Brats are so
doing- Any
good.
brats.
Well,
Any
Jack,
brats.
when you come over, I'll make you your blueberry
Whatever
mule.
you brats, I'll eat it.
Jack, I'll make you your blueberry mule and
And some
grill you
brats.
some brats, and you'll be fucking great.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that sounds delicious. I don't.
I'll
wanna
just
do-
stand
I
over in the corner and be
don't
like,
want to cook it.
"Nah."
I don't want to clean up afterwards. Call me for an event. I'll show up.
Brats are good.
Brats are like the easiest food.
I know.
I think
How
if
much
I,
work?
if I was
Zero,
going to
zero effort is my coup de
Is your
grace.
There you
is your
go.
goal?
microwave, right?
Zero.
If I
effort.
didn't
hey,
make
you
it-
should try that corn.
I'll eat it. Anything I didn't make, I'll eat.
There you go. That works.
Well, there's that.
I think if there's a food I would associate with summer, it'd probably be cherries. Because we come out.
Oh, you love
around
your
the summertime.
cherries.
I love cherries. I'll get a whole bag.
I
of
almost
cherries.
bought you
What
some
brand?
today.
What kind of cherries?
Brand or type?
I don't know
There's
what
a
that
type.
means.
There's a type. I know there's a type.
I just do the
Cherries are
the regular
cherry. I
red
don't
cherries.
understand.
the ones they come out with every year.
There's a name for them. I can't think what that is.
The cherries that are in the bag.
I think they actually call them sour cherries, don't they? Aren't the red ones considered sour cherries?
Possibly.
I think. I thought it. I don't know.
It's a lot.
If you go to like a
more.
Whole Foods, there's a name for them. That's not just cherries.
Well, they have the Rainier cherries.
Rainier cherries. That's what it is.
They're fucking
That's what I
like $8 a pound.
Yes, that's what I was talking. But
Yeah.
those ones are the shiznite.
Yeah, oh, they are. They're delicious.
Oh yeah, no, we're
Yeah.
not that kind of fucking.
Yeah.
No,
Why not?
we're not.
They're delicious. The Rainiers are good.
Because this fucker will eat like 4 pounds in
Oh,
a
I'll eat
night.
the whole bag.
Yeah.
in
So
a
what?
sitting. I mean,
If you're gonna piss
cherries.
money away on stuff,
It's like
Buy
$40.
cherries.
who gives
not-
a rat's
it's
ass?
not
How much
that
is
bad.
beer?
I don't know.
Is it free?
No.
$40? Not worth it? I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're substantially better than cheap ones.
The Rainiers, yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
know, I'm not
I
a
agree.
cherry
They're
person.
delicious.
So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you're gonna spend like $6, you might as well spend 9.
If you're
No, I'm
spending
with
the
you on
money, if
that.
you're spending money on stuff that you don't need anyway,
Right.
I'm like, go sick.
Yeah.
So yeah, a Rainier,
And they're really not that much more expensive.
but they're fucking that much better.
Oh, yeah, they 100% they are. Yeah.
They are. I mean,
How'd that go again, Jack?
they're fucking that much better.
Yeah.
I know. That's just the thing. Like, when it comes to that kind of stuff, if I'm gonna buy stuff that I don't need at all,
Go
which is
bigger.
most
go
of the
home.
stuff that I bought, yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I
Yeah.
kind of agree with that.
I'm like, if I like a name brand something, I'm gonna buy the name brand.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because,
100%.
would you pay for a name? Yeah, and it makes me feel better.
Right.
Because
Right.
Just like my purses. I don't buy purses much, but when I do.
No, I agree. Rainiers, they're awesome. They're
I
very
don't
good
drink
cherries.
beer, but when I do,
But when I,
I
do,
drink a fuckload of
well,
beer.
I don't shit in public, but when I do, I make sure it's in front of the guy in front.
I don't know it's cross-thread the bolt, but when I do, I ram that son of a bitch so deep.
Oh, don't do it.
Sorry.
Oh, elote. Ah, it's so fucking good, Joey. So we used to have. We were literally just talking
We
about
were
this.
talking about
This isn't the mayonnaise corn that they hand out. on the carts.
Yes.
Yeah, it's fucking disgusting.
Mayonnaise and hot sauce is so fucking good, dude. We need an elote guy.
You seen the carts? Oh, you live. You live.
Oh,
in a
I
decent
know
part
the
of town.
cards. I fucking know the cards,
Went
bro.
around smearing mayonnaise on ears
We
of
were
corn, and
great
chili
fucking
powder, and just like-
Elote. You'd hear him ding,
So
ding, ding,
gross.
ding, ding. Elote.
First time I saw one of those, I'm like, "Is that cheese? What
You
the hell's
get
on
your-
there?" It was mayonnaise.
Oh, you'd get your fucking money, dude. It was so good. And then the little puffy, I don't fucking know what those things are. And they put the
I don't
hot
know.
sauce on them.
The lime, shit. The salt and lime shit in like Mexican candy just makes me ill every time.
Those are really.
Oh God, yeah.
Mm.
I'm Latino, but not that Latino.
Yeah.
So good.
I like the brown sugar candies. The little pressed patties. Kind of.
Oh,
But the whole
those
the,
are gross.
the chili and lime shit in candy just is so wrong.
Oh,
Just I don't like it. Chili and lime, I don't have anything against, but not in candy. Stop it. We get it. You're Mexican. Quit it.
You didn't go to Chile.
No, it doesn't. Might corn. Fuck off. Yeah, the corn thing makes me grow. It's because
fucking
it's in my
good.
neighborhood every day. I'm day ringing the bell and honking the
Does he?
horn.
Man, I miss that. We
Oh,
need
come on
an
over.
elote
You
guy.
can buy one every 5 minutes. That asshole comes by with that shit.
Oh, I would buy one every 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's nothing better than run over corn cobs and freaking.
Really?
Huh, interesting.
Maybe we need to go.
I think I must be more familiar with the trash version of whatever that is because I can't imagine the restaurant being themed around it.
I mean, it is Sedona. You never know. Probably
Yeah,
some
It's a vortex.
fancy rich shit.
It is a vortex.
How do you feel about the vortexes up there?
I don't know. They help me focus.
You think they're real?
I don't know.
Oh,
I mean, real. to
They
what
do
degree?
feel different.
Is it,
There
is it
are
an energy vortex?
there are some
Possibly.
that feel
Yeah.
different, but
Does it draw something specific in?
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
fucking know. I've
Yeah.
never seen any laser beams or anything like that. I'm pretty sure, I mean, any portals I've not been invited to witness either. So whatever
They
the
don't let you
super
come.
magical part of it is, I don't.
they don't
see.
let you come because you don't eat the
I
corn.
love being there. It's a beautiful place.
Oh,
The
it's
Red Rocks
gorgeous.
are really gorgeous.
Yep.
You know, once you get old enough to actually appreciate and realize, oh, this is a big deal.
It's my
Like,
beautiful. It's my favorite.
most of
place.
the world will never see anything like
Nope.
this, and
Nope.
it's really, it's crazy because you don't really think about it because I've lived here my whole life, so it's like all the shit that we have that is really unique.
Have you been to the
Hey,
Grand Canyon?
Yeah,
I've never been to the Grand Canyon.
yeah. And then the South Rim is breathtaking for most people and fucking boring if you live down here. But the North Rim is gorgeous. North Rim is a whole nother planet.
Is it?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a shit drive going all the way up to Page and coming back, or you can fly into the other part and then come down. But the North Rim
Yeah.
is another world.
Is
It's-
it?
Oh, it's
See,
all,
I've never
it's
never
green,
gone.
it's forested, it's fucking
That's what everybody
wild.
says. That's
It's
what I heard.
wild. It's
Yeah.
so different.
But
so
again,
different, and you
being
go
from
with the
here,
season
the
change.
South Rim is like
The
Sedona, and you're
South
like,
Rim looks like everything we see every day here.
Right, right.
So
Okay.
it's like, oh, good. It's just a bigger version of,
Yeah.
it's a big hole.
of it. Feels
Awesome.
hot. It just
Great.
looks hot. Everything looks hot.
Joe, you got to come back and visit more, man.
That North
Home.
Rim. Oh, that North Rim is gorgeous, though.
Have you been
Maybe we'll
to,
have to go.
Have you
I've
been to
never
the Tonto Bridge?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
You talk. Wait, Tonto.
Yeah, the natural bridge.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
It's wild because you don't even know it's there.
Right.
Like we drove over it. I don't know how many times before we went. That's a what? It's a park.
Yeah.
It's a state park, and you go to hike down to it. It's like holy shit.
That's really cool.
I mean, I was an adult before I ever saw it, so it's really kind of amazing if you've ever gone up through Sedona, through Payson and all
It's
that
Payson,
stuff,
yeah,
and you're just
yeah.
like, what?
I tried.
I've been to
It's just
Payson a
right.
million times.
It's just right outside of town, and you're going like
Yeah,
Strawberry
yeah.
or heading up further north.
It's right by the Verde River. isn't
You
it?
you
It's
won't
pretty
see
close.
it. You can't see
Yeah,
it.
no,
It's not visible
Okay.
from the road. You have to go down to it because it's
You have to hike
underneath you.
to it. It's a hike.
Yeah.
Oh, I've never been.
You can get on the
Okay.
park. When you get to the park, it's just a parking lot,
Yep.
and then you have to take this hike down, and you're holy shit. There's this huge geological
Yep.
wonder of the world.
That's crazy.
so cool.
It's
we gotta
way
go.
cool.
And
Yeah.
as you're walking, they have moss and there's water dripping down.
It's
and actually,
cool.
once
It's
you
a
get
cool
by the
place.
bridge, it's really cool.
We
It's,
should
It's
go.
absolutely cool.
It's a good
Very
day
cool.
trip.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good day trip because it doesn't take long to get there. You can get there in 2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
That's
should
right.
go.
Yeah, that's
Not in the
It's a
summer.
better drive than Prescott, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Prescott.
I love Prescott. I grew up there, but it's just a shit drive now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, everything's a
then-
shit drive now.
Montezuma's Castle is pretty cool too.
I love
mean,
that place. And
really
Montezuma
neat.
as well.
Lake Montezuma.
Lake Montezuma.
Coming home from there is when I wrecked my truck.
Mm.
So you don't have good memories of that. Yeah.
I wasn't visiting the place. It just happened to be that was working in,
Where you were.
in Lake Montezuma area.
Oh, gotcha.
So I correlated with the totaling of that truck. But
yeah.
the as far as the park goes, there's the Montezuma's Castle, whatever. It's still pretty cool place.
Yeah, it's pretty
It's
cool.
super neat.
I mean, but again, it's all Southwestern, and I grew up here, so it just doesn't have the awe that it should.
But
You know what I
you
mean?
talk about things that a lot of people will never get to see.
Yes,
That's
Yeah.
something.
we have a lot of that in
Yeah,
Arizona. we
we
have
do.
so much stuff
Huge.
that people from every person that comes here from out of state, you probably did it too, took a picture of a fucking cactus when they first got.
No, I didn't
Almost
actually.
Almost
Surprisingly, I
everybody
didn't.
takes
well,
a,
because you
takes a
went to
photograph.
Vegas.
People take
Vegas had
photographs of the
cactus.
Vegas has
It's
like
tragic.
hardly any cactus.
Well,
The
my
saguaro
cousins-
cactus. Saguaro cactus. When
my
people get here,
cousins-
they're
Yeah.
taking
Yeah.
photos of that shit.
My cousins that came out here, she wanted to
Tumbleweed.
see a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
And I was like, awesome, I'm growing one in the backyard.
really cool.
Gotcha
Yeah,
on
so
that.
hit one on the highway. Like,
Second one,
motherfucker.
yeah, we're driving home from the airport. I was like, there's a tumbleweed.
That's
and
as
there's
big
a
as your
tumbleweed, and
car.
There's a tumbleweed. And I was like, but don't let them hit your car because they will fuck your shit up.
I probably would never remember how to get to it, but years ago I went to Jerome
Oh,
and I took this road. I just kept driving and I ended up coming up to these like old Indian ruins. It was out in the middle of fucking nowhere,
Uh-huh.
but it was really cool. I mean, it was
this was heading up from Cottonwood or heading up from Prescott.
I honestly, I don't remember.
Okay.
I just know I took this road. I think it was like a national monument or something like that, but I just remember driving up to it. It was out in the middle of fucking nowhere, but it was really cool when we drove up
That's
to
awesome.
it. I mean, yeah, it was super neat. Yeah, like you said, there's so much stuff here to see.
There's
that
so
Jerome is a
People-
really cool
it's awesome. I
town,
love-
and
I
it
love Jerome.
hasn't grown or changed.
It
much.
hasn't changed at all.
It's still the
Like,
same scary, shitty architecture
ever.
and buildings and like
Yeah.
shitty roads.
Yep.
Fucking-
There's a restaurant there.
Like, want to take 5 hours to drive to Prescott? No.
No.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant there. It was on the second floor of one of the buildings. The best bison burger I ever had.
Yeah.
It was so fucking
That
good.
doesn't surprise me at all. There's a lot of good food there.
Yeah.
There's good bars and
Really
and
good.
clubs. A lot of famous people hang out.
Well,
up there.
Prescott's the same way too. It's
Yeah.
literally the same. My whole life.
It's such a cool town, though. I mean, if anybody gets a chance to go visit Prescott, 100%. It's just a neat little town. I love how the courthouse and that whole center section.
4th of July,
all in that
the
middle.
week of 4th
so
of July,
fucking cool.
4th of July week and the rodeo are something to experience at least once in your life if you have the means to go up and
We
check
were
it out.
playing up there at Matt's one year when
Oh,
the
yeah.
Bluegrass Festival was in town, and that was fucking cool.
When the bluegrass
That was
invaded
so much
downtown.
neat.
And it was- yeah, and it was why you realized what a shitty musician you are.
Guy's playing a fucking broomstick.
what are we
and he's
doing?
like, you know,
You know this one,
Yeah.
don't you? I'm like, no. What the fuck's going on?
the haunted hamburger. I think that was it, Joey. Yeah, I think that was the same place.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
bluegrass
freaking
festival's cool.
awesome. Yeah, so cool. There's
Joey's
so,
the only one actually keeping you guys in line right now.
there's so
just so
much.
you know.
There's so much here that
Whatever.
people just don't appreciate. I mean,
Myself
so much to
included.
see, yeah.
You know, like I said, when I was younger, I didn't really appreciate it. I mean, I always thought like Sedona was like, who cares? But then, yeah, and you realize the people out here,
breathtaking.
they're
It's
just
beautiful.
mind blown. They're
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
what
Yeah.
the? Because like out of a postcard, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess it's kind of cool. What the fuck is going on?
it's cool.
It's way cool. It's wild because you don't realize that it's so exclusive.
Yeah,
You know,
that
Habib's.
it is that is it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
We have weather incidences that are super,
That are
super
unique.
exclusive.
yeah.
It's like I see this shit all the time.
Yeah.
I remember seeing one in the back in my rearview mirror, going like, "Oh, cool, Armageddon's coming."
totally
You're driving
great.
this way, sun's out, everything's clear behind you. The world's ending. What the shit's
It's
going
It's like
on?
a scene out of Mummy, right? When a
Oh,
big
dude,
fucking
seriously, it's just
wall of dust.
black and
Oh, it's
shit
always
behind
it's
you.
always great when you're
fuck.
driving into it and you're like, fuck
Oh
me.
yeah, I did that on the 10 one year. I was driving out to
I
Tucson.
got caught in that,
Got
that
caught in it.
corridor. Got caught in
Everybody
that
pulled
corridor. It's like,
over. Yep. Yep. Yeah. It's
Well, that was
everybody
Yeah.
pulls over. then you
what
get
the
one
first year. It was before we even bought the house.
row. Oh, it's amazing.
I
how many
think we
cars
were
get
working
wrecked.
on buying the house, and I was driving down Ironwood, and it was 7:30 at night, right? So the sun's just barely starting to going down, and over my radio, tornado warnings,
Yeah.
awesome. Haboob warnings, awesome. I called Keith and I was like, "Where did you make me fucking move? Like, what are we doing? Am I gonna die on the way home?"
You know what to do though, right? You pull over, and
No, I just drive.
pull over, put it in park, and
Take your foot off the brake.
okay, and turn your lights off. Obviously,
Yep.
it's indeed.
And just wait.
Just wait.
No, I drive through it.
It'll be done in
Slam
5
into
minutes.
your ass.
Yeah, exactly. exactly.
Bam! No, everybody.
Bam!
That's what most people do is they just drive through it.
I drive through it,
Yeah,
It's crazy though.
it is indeed.
but it's fucking cool. Look up Haboob.
Are you here next week? Or are you gigging next week?
Well, I don't know. I think I'm
I,
here.
I can't remember what date you told me.
I
That's
can't
what I was
either.
trying to remember.
I look every week. I'm like, what am I doing?
I want to
He's like,
bring
am I
back.
gonna be there? Am I gonna be there?
We only have 4 episodes left, but I want to bring back the quiz of the week.
That was a good idea.
Wanna
Oh, I
do
remember
that?
the quiz. I remember the quiz.
Remember the quiz? Yeah.
quiz? No.
Woo! Okay.
Looks like 27th is going to be. So I'm good. I'm next week.
Okay.
Who's good
cool.
next week?
Sounds good.
What are we doing next week?
I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Doing a fucking quiz, that's for sure.
Yeah, we'll do a quiz.
hey.
Maybe we'll talk about Biden shitting his pants. We'll see.
Oh,
Can I say yes?
can we make my meme?
Maybe.
Biden shitting on D-Day.
I think I could do that. Don't forget, guys, if you get a chance, go check out Drunk with
Maybe-
Facts. We have our channel set up on YouTube and Rumble, so
So
please
you can
go
subscribe
start to
ahead of
follow
time.
us. Yeah, get a head start on it.
You need to fix your picture.
You're one
I
of the
know,
best
I gotta
cool
put it
kids.
on
Where's your
ever.
guy?
I know.
I know he's my favorite part.
He's going to be a little. There's going to be a little. Where's Waldo?
What are we gonna
He
name
is
him?
Sort of
I don't
aspect to
know.
it.
We'll figure it
We'll
out.
hide him somewhere every time.
Yeah, exactly, right? Make him,
Oh
make
my
him
god,
find him.
that's the best thing ever.
I want to see if we get an old bobblehead made.
Oh, we
of
didn't
a
tell you
stick
about that.
figure.
We're gonna make.
No,
it a-
I wanted to make him already out of pipe cleaners
Yeah.
and put him in the sign.
Well, yeah, and you just.
But
hide
then
him
I was just
somewhere
gonna
all the
leave
time.
him up there. But if you're gonna hide him, I gotta make fucking two.
You got to make more than that because we'll hide them around town. We'll make people do a scavenger hunt for this shit.
Like when people duck the jeeps.
Think I'm kidding?
Fuck yeah! Be like, you've been drugged with
Geo
facts.
fencing and fucking what are those people that do that stuff where they go and they is it geofence? Not geofencing,
It's not geofencing.
but it's where they do that. They leave the stashes and
Oh yeah.
yeah. Make
There
people-
was a radio station that used to do that. in
oh,
town.
they still do. 98 does it.
And
They
if
do
you
the,
go find
barrel,
it-
the Easter cake,
yeah.
the Easter cake hunt.
Yeah.
They used to do it with Play-Doh.
Yep.
Play-Doh's hilarious too.
All right, guys, that's
Nope.
gonna do it for us this week.
Paces.
We'll see you next week.
Potatoes.
Potatoes.
Stop. Just go.
Fuck, dogs
okay.
love potatoes.
Just go. Just end it.
Just end it.
Just
And
cut,
goodbye.
cut the umbilical.
Press the fucking button.
All right.
Grab
See you
your
next
pants.
week.